Let's go.
Yeah, I was just saying, prep your beer. Let's go. Let's roll.
I pre-cracked.
Pre-cracked.
I am all dressed.
I see
have
that.
a theme going on here. If you guys didn't
see it.
notice.
Yeah, you coordinate
Yeah,
over here.
it's Halloween.
It's called
I'm dressed.
coordination.
You got a mushroom belt.
Coordinate.
Mushroom belt. Gerard.
Since the
Look at this belt.
Look at him. You see that? Mushroom belt.
Look at the inside of the jacket. Look at the inside of the jacket.
For those uninitiated that are not of a certain age and also black, boomerang is the reference point.
And or also black.
Yes.
Yes.
Is that comfortable right there for you?
Oh yeah, we good.
Because you can bend the arm anywhere, angle it.
I'm uncomfortable.
For everyone not seeing the video, we are talking about microphones.
Yes.
right.
Because if you're just hearing that, it's like, wait, this show took a turn.
Right. Exactly.
The fuck?
If you want to,
They
I've
took
seen
two,
Boomerang too.
bro.
What the
They
hell?
took 2
What do they
weeks
want?
off.
better
and they
lumbar
changed.
support. That
I
way
might
you
have a
can.
friend
Yeah,
that
because I know you're in a
would you
weird
be comfortable
position.
grabbing her
So.
from the lobby?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
I got one here.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Are we ready?
Well,
Forward.
technically, we already kind
Yeah.
of started.
Cool. Let's do this shit.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Salute.
No, not yet. She's not here yet. But okay, cool.
Are you doing the disclaimer first or
No, we're just gonna wing it today. We're gonna see how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wing it.
Cool. With that being said, welcome everyone to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain and give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call that the industry perspective. That's right. We ain't here today.
Yeah.
We ain't playing no games.
We ain't playing today. We ain't playing that.
We're here to do this
Yes,
shit.
sir. We are here to do it today. Yes, we are. And for anybody out there wondering what this show is, this is a show for people in the service industry or adjacent to it to come on and say whatever it is they need to say without worrying about consequences or repercussions. Because this is all online. What's up, motherfuckers?
And a lovely huzzah to all you bitches and motherfuckers and niggas and cats, dogs. Y'all remember the beginning? It was like some Manny Fresh song, and that was his intro to bitches, pussies, niggas, cats, dogs.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yo, Manny, you are addressing.
I forget it. Dun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Wayne. Go DJ.
Was it Go DJ?
I think
Oh,
so.
you gonna have to make me think about that one.
Damn.
You took
But like
me back.
that intro
Yeah.
always threw me off. I was
Right.
like, he is addressing
Yes.
everybody.
Cats, dogs. Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Manny Fresh is the most inclusive DJ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He included everybody.
He did.
Cats, dogs,
He was ahead of
bitches,
his
and all the
time.
like.
He was ahead of his time.
But speaking of inclusivity,
Yeah.
we are including our homie JeLloyd today. Welcome
Ooh,
back
turn
to the
up.
pod, my
Welcome,
friend,
welcome.
man.
Happy to be here. It's
Yeah.
lit. Let's go.
Yeah.
We in the building. We're in the building.
Sir.
It's up.
Yeah, glad to
Yeah,
have
man.
you
Happy to
back.
be here.
Glad to have you
Always, man. Happy to be here. I ate today as well.
Word?
Before I
Okay.
was like, and
I
I thought
did
about
not.
it. I was like, listen.
Good idea.
Be ready.
I was about to ask about a burger again before I came. I was like,
Yo, speaking of burgers,
I was like, let
Speaking of
me
burgers.
eat something before.
speaking of burgers, this is not a paid promotion, but what's it called?
Yo,
Bun Graze?
Bun Graze.
Bun Graze in Little Tokyo
Yeah, if you
on
live
the
out
2nd
here.
Street.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
burgers,
Bro,
Bruh, we
next
went
to what is it, Heavy Handed in Santa Monica?
Yeah, I mean,
Both of those, like, oh my God. Bun
honestly,
Graze.
when
Bun Graze.
it comes
Really?
to food, there's always room for opinions, interpretations. Everyone's taste is different. But as far as a smash burger, man, that shit is fire because
Really? Okay.
they even do their own bread.
Oh wow.
And they don't cook it until you
Made
order
to
the
order,
burger,
bro. Made to
Oh.
order.
Like the bread isn't made until you order the food.
Made to order.
I watched them do it.
That's fresh as
Because
fuck.
it's not a traditional like hamburger bun. It's like I don't know. Is it?
I don't know, man, but it's
falafel?
it looks kind of a mixture of like falafel, pita, it's got some herbs and some
falafel.
shit in
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but it really adds to the burger.
And it's like,
Yeah.
and it's folded almost like a taco, but like not really. It's so fucking good.
It's
Smash
like
burger.
a
Oh, good.
burger bao bun.
burger, like a burger
okay,
gyro. I would say like a burger
Well,
gyro.
I'm saying the way it's folded is like a bao
Yeah.
bun.
Like about
Okay.
The way it's presented, it feels like a bao bun. You know what I mean? Like where it's not folded perfectly, it's like there's just that little bit so you can see all your toppings. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking
It's
fire.
fucking fire.
It's
Shout out to the guys at Bun Graze, man. You
Absolutely. And great customer service as well.
Oh my God,
Okay.
yeah.
Even we went on a Sunday night
Shit,
and a
we
Monday
went yesterday.
night. And I don't know if he's the owner or manager or whatever, but he was like bringing the food to the
name is-
tables, taking care of
I
everything.
think his name is Neil.
Neil. We hope your name is Neil.
I'm pretty sure it's Neil. I'm sorry if it's not because we're so bad with names, but I'm 90% sure it's Neil. And I want to say, so shout out to
Neil
y'all.
or Neo?
Neil.
Neil.
Shit,
Well,
it
he
feels-
is the one.
He is the one because that's
the
a
one.
fucking burger. If I
That
ever
burger's
had one,
fucking
man.
fire.
God,
Shit.
it's
That burger's fire.
bro. It is good.
I might pop up.
It's so
I might pop up this
This
week.
is Smash Burger?
It's a smash,
Smash
burger.
burger.
Okay.
It's fucking
Yeah.
fire, man.
Yeah.
I think
It's good.
I'm excited. I
our
want to try
spot is
it.
like trying
I'm
to
not.
imitate
I'm
them.
not just trying to gas it up.
Right.
It's that fucking good.
I wanna try it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
they,
if in
they
LA,
also cook the fries
it's
in
smash
like
burger.
in beef tallow, which I've noticed is a real trend lately. A lot of establishments cooking their fries in beef tallow. If you're not, you need to.
Okay.
But yeah, just flavor wise, everything. It's one of those places that you can tell it's an original concept. You can tell like they build it up from the mud. They're just trying to get it going. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in the service. You can see it in the presentation. You can see it in the quality of the food. And that's one of the reasons why he wanted to open up with us, because we really, really enjoy just going there.
Yeah.
And when we went back the second day, which is a Monday night, which is when service is supposed to be shitty,
Right, exactly.
still spot on.
That's what's
We
up.
were only two people there. We sat outside, even though there's an inside area. They still brought the food to us.
Yeah.
Even
Oh
though
yeah, because we went.
Even though they gave us the opportunity to go get it ourselves, he was like, "Nah." I'm
yeah,
bringing
we
it
went
to you."
Sunday with Junior.
Yeah.
To go bowling.
Yeah.
We went Monday right after. He's like, "Oh, you guys are back." Like, dude, we couldn't stay away.
Yeah.
we couldn't stay away. It's
yeah.
fucking.
And
it's
like he saw that we posted on social media, and I mean, I don't know if you saw it,
Yeah, I
but
saw
like,
it.
you know, he reposted it
Yeah,
and
showed us
like,
love.
shouted us out and everything
us
like
love.
that. It's just real cool because you see all these places closing
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Right now. So when you see a place that's doing it right and you want to support them, support them. If, all those times that you're, you know, taking a photo and a video to kind of get your attention on social media, make sure you're tagging the place. Make
place.
sure it looks
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
Like they need your support. Keep that place open so you can keep going back and filming your content.
Real talk.
Yeah, that.
But now that we've got that plug out of the way,
right.
Yeah.
how the hell have you been?
I've been great, man. I've been good. Yeah, I think we were kind of chatting a little bit over here, and, you know, just I don't know. I've gone through like 2 bottles of Lysol. My dad was in town.
Oh, God.
So you got to put the act on. You got to put the act on.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what's going on? Like, son, I didn't know you were in the forestry. Why is your whole house smell like pine cones? I don't. I don't. Right, exactly. What's going on? Right, exactly. Like the hell? Exactly.
Sol.
Right, exactly.
Floor freshly mopped and everything.
Right.
God.
Oh, gee, who is that, son? Who is that? I don't. It's a rapper from the '90s, Dad. Give me that bag.
Yeah.
Give me that bag. But yeah. So it was cool though, man. Like just kind of having him in town, you know, kicking it with pops, and it's so funny too. Like being from the South. I remember like
where are you from originally?
so I was born in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and I was raised in Houston, and moved to LA from Atlanta.
Right.
So Southern through and through.
Got it.
And it's so funny when you have, you know, I know obviously, you know, LA's so diverse. We've talked about our stories and where we came from. But my dad, he's just different for him. LA just different. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, man, like, you know, the homeless are a different breed out here. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, they are a different breed. They are a different breed.
I watched a homeless dude today. And the security guard at the Ralph's, it was just before you walked in. I was walking out. The security guard was literally boxing him out.
Oh God.
Dude just kept trying to walk around him. He's just like, I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you. You're not one of my personalities. You're not. Here. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
The way he was doing it, security guard was like, nah. You can't come in. You can't come in. You can't come in. Like homeless out here, they don't give a fuck.
It's different, man. You know, he sees that because for my dad, and I think, you know, for other people who are like, you know, maybe not privy, really used to LA, like he's he's looking at the fact that, you know, hey, I'm staying at the DoubleTree or the Hilton, and
Yeah.
the rooms are going for $300 a night, you know, and he's looking across at this building, these apartment complexes where rent is what, I don't know, $2,000 to possibly $5,000, depending on what level you're on.
Yeah.
$3,000 to $5,000.
There you
Yes,
go.
LA.
Yeah.
So when he sees like, you know, like an aluminum trash can on fire at 3 p.m., you know, he don't understand it. He don't get it. He's like, wait, what? Like, how is this possible?
That's been my thing downtown.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and literally where he was staying, he's like at the DoubleTree. And he was like at the downtown DoubleTree.
Yeah.
And the police station is literally like a block away.
Oh, the one
We
in
used to
Tokyo?
live there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one in Little
Down the
Tokyo?
street from Burger Graze.
Yeah, exactly.
So make sure you
Right on Los
go get your
Angeles.
burger and eat it next to the burning trash can.
Yeah, he didn't
All
understand.
right? Get the full LA experience while you're out here.
He was like, yeah, I
That
think
DoubleTree's
somebody was
expensive.
trying to, he was like, I think somebody was trying to cook. I was like, yeah, that or meth. I was like, one of the fire had to do.
something.
It's something. Something was cooking,
Something
baby.
didn't cook.
Something was burning, baby. Something was burning. Something was burning.
Yeah, I remember that. We literally lived, I guess you could say, across the street from it.
Yeah.
Because
same,
it was
same
the same
side of the street.
It was the same property
across the street.
from the DoubleTree.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
gotcha.
living there, I know the rent is more than $2,000 because
Yeah.
we paid more than
More than
$2,000
that.
fucking dollars to live there.
Yeah.
We paid
Shit.
$3,000 to live there.
Yes.
And I remember when I would go outside
Paid
at
31. 31.
exactly. Yeah. Tell everybody what.
he was trying to play it cool. We paid
lowball.
more than $3,000, $3,150.
Rent is expensive. all right?
$3,150.
Yeah.
But
Paper
I
thin
remember there was one day, and I told him about it because our building, you can't smoke in the building at all. And for those who know me, I smoke. Not tobacco, but other things. And I was like, okay, so I can't do this in my room. I can't do it on a patio.
Yeah.
So where would I go? And if it's 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, and then you go outside of the building, and you step outside of your home, and you step into someone else's home because they're living in front of the
100%,
door in front of your house.
Yeah.
Like, how is your rent so cheap compared to mine?
Right,
We live on the
right.
same
Exactly
property.
right.
We're on the same
Like, bro, here's your miss. I'm
Right,
sorry.
right.
Like, it got delivered to me on accident. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? And a fucking
damn.
security guard comes out there and tells me I can't smoke out there because I'm standing in front of the door. And I'm like, but there's someone sleeping in front of me.
Right, exactly.
Fecal matter.
right, exactly.
Right there.
My nigga, I pay rent for
You
that.
watched him take a shit in front of the door,
I'm paying
but
your
you can't watch
paycheck.
me.
Human,
Smoke.
human and animal fecal matter.
Right.
Human and animal.
Just
My rent is paying your paycheck, sir.
That's
Can you,
hilarious.
can you secure the premises, security guard?
Little Tokyo be on one, man.
It'd be right. Great. It's diverse, man. You know, like it's like from block to block. You know how shit can kind of like vary in the downtown area and in kind of like extending areas. So yeah, like exactly what you're saying. And for him, it's just I think he liked to visit. Pops liked to visit, but he liked to get the hell on too.
Like, we've done it. We've done it.
Right, exactly. I'm going back to Popeye. He was mad. And that's how adult like parents. He was mad. He was like, man, Subway in Houston for $6.99, you get a 6-inch, a drink, chips, and a cookie. He said, y'all for a 6-inch, it's like $10. Like, and I said, Dad, your heart, your heart's been giving you. Your heart's been giving you problems. Let's peel it back.
Bring it down a notch.
Let's peel it back. I'll get you the chips and the drink.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I'll get you the chips and the drink. I understand. This don't make no sense. They don't have they only got flaming hot Cheetos. I want regular Cheetos. Dad, please.
Sorry, Dad.
Please, we're
Lot
in
of
Los
Latinos out
Angeles,
here.
right? We're in Los Angeles.
A lot of
We don't do the-
out
we
here
don't
that
do
need the
We
flaming
don't
hot.
really do the regular
All right.
Cheetos. Like we don't do the Cheetos.
This
Like,
place will burn
correct.
down. if
Right,
we don't have
exactly.
flaming
Right,
hot
right.
Cheetos.
It don't make no sense. What are Takis? What are Takis? Something, Dad, I don't.
It's a little different. It's just a little different.
They sell different. The branding must be different. I don't
It's still a corn chip,
know
I
who they
think.
make
I
the
don't
deal
know.
with. I don't know their partnerships like that on the West Coast. I don't know. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. He was like, I love you, but time to go.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Oh, enough is enough.
Where's
At a certain
he
point.
stay right now?
In Houston.
Back in Houston.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in Houston. Yeah, my folks are in Houston.
Oh, yeah, that's
so
a
they in
very
Texas.
big difference between
Huge.
here and Houston.
Huge.
For sure.
Huge, man. So.
Yeah.
Different economy, slightly different economy. Yeah, but yeah,
Different rules.
different rules.
Different rules.
Hugely
Absolutely
different.
different rules.
Hugely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing, but he likes it, and it's cool to be able to. And I think that's the thing. We've had these conversations about like LA. It's like it's got to work for you. Because the reality is that I get it. Like me having lived other places, and we all got friends from different areas. I get it. We live in one of the top 5 most expensive places in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And
Unless you're homeless.
there you go. There you
It's
go.
one of the cheapest places.
One
in
of the
America.
cheapest, best weather.
One or the other.
You could have oceanfront view for free.
Right.
99.
Palm trees
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
The weather. Yeah. So people, I mean, it's a different vibe, I think, for, if you got to make sure that you got a reason, I would say, because once you get past the mountains and you done hiked with, as for me, 3 white women and decided that ain't for
Not
you.
at the same time.
Right. Not at the same. No, please. This is about respect. We're not. No, we don't do that. No. Abigail, I will get with you on Saturday. Jenny, I will get with you on Tuesday.
Heather, you're Wednesday. You
Right.
know
Right.
that.
Exactly.
You know that, Heather.
All right. Eaton Canyon. Are we doing Eaton or are we going? We doing Eaton Canyon, but it's like, yeah. Once you get past that, bro, it's like, what are you really paying for? Like, what are you out here? Because like that's the thing. Other people, he doesn't get it. He's like, wait, what? Like you're
What are
paying
you-
for because that's in reality what you're really paying for.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Location.
just the
Yeah.
location.
It's
It's
just
just
the
the
location.
location. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in LA. The weather's pretty good most of the time.
Yeah.
The beach, and that's the thing. Like for real, if you're not taking advantage of that, you're kind of not getting the majority of your money.
What are you paying
Like I know a lot of people who are just paying a lot of rent.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily pursuing something like this. They're
Right.
not really outdoors
They're
people.
just here to say they're here.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not an outdoorsman, if you're not somehow involved in entertainment, or if you're not taking advantage of maybe some of like the industries, or that you just
you
paying
could
a lot
just
of
go to- you
rent,
just go to-
right?
you go to Arkansas or
Go to
some shit like
Phoenix.
that.
You could do
Go to
this
Phoenix.
anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
Phoenix,
same
Phoenix,
prices.
Phoenix, no, Phoenix,
Same
Phoenix
prices.
same prices.
Phoenix
Same
is up
prices.
there.
Phoenix up there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They
It's
don't
just
like
hot.
that. Yeah.
And it's just hot.
Wow. Okay.
10 months out of the year, it's just hot.
Yeah, I can't do that weather.
Yeah. Might as well just go to the fucking Nebraska or Arkansas or some shit
Phoenix
like that.
has literally
Kansas.
turned into California without the beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just landlocked.
And
That's crazy.
we all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why wouldn't it happen?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I've heard like a few other like major cities are getting like that. Like Denver is like raising up in like their
yeah.
economy as well. Austin, Texas, like
Well,
yeah.
every time someone says move here because it's cheaper and you can get more for your money, guess what?
People do.
If you're not the first person to get it, you're not getting more for your money.
Yeah.
It's just like every other investment. Living somewhere, working somewhere, a relationship, everything is an investment. You got to buy in early. So if you're hearing that a place is inexpensive now, you got to move now. You wait until later, price is going to go up.
Yeah.
Like it's just simple economy. So you can't just look at a place and say, "Oh, this place is a good place to live or a bad place to live" based off of money. It's based off of what is the influx of people compared to the amount of people leaving.
Yeah.
Place like California, you always hear, "Oh, more people moved away," but then you also hear that more people move here. It's a major city.
Right.
Denver, on the other hand, is one of those places that people didn't know about 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's become a major place. So you got to factor everything in, man. Like it's all about what works for you. And it's not that any place is better or worse. It's just what fits you and your life and your monetary standing at that time.
I agree. 100%.
Yeah.
What do you think is going on in North and South Dakota?
Damn.
What?
I just, as he was saying that, and I had said Nebraska earlier, I'm like, damn, nobody ever talks about North and South Dakota. What goes on there?
You know why? It's a lot of Native Americans there. And America doesn't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
So you don't talk about the Dakotas.
Unless we can use their resources for the betterment of more populous areas.
Oh, like that one pipeline that they were building
Yeah,
on the
exactly.
sacred ground.
Yes.
That's the only time you hear about the Dakotas. Absolutely. But speaking on some other things, we did have a video that we wanted to open up with.
Turn up.
But we were so happy to talk to you.
Oh.
We just went with it.
God is
So
good.
now
Yeah,
we're gonna start up with that, and then let the conversation go from there.
You say God is
Turn up.
good all the time.
All
God
the time.
Is
So,
good. God
yeah.
is good.
And God is good all the time. That's how you check. That's how you check black people out. That's it.
Yo, hold on.
I know. I heard it,
No.
and it triggered
Nah.
me
Right.
so
bruh.
fucking fast.
Nah, bro. Nah. Y'all ain't gonna gloss over that in front of me.
It
I grew
triggered
up in
me
the
so
South, too.
fucking
Right,
fast.
right.
I grew up in the South too, motherfuckers. I heard
Nando
that.
said all the time.
All the time.
All the
God is
time.
good.
God is good.
And I'm an atheist. And I still know that.
Still,
I still
but
know
you don't even think about it though.
Right
you don't
here.
even think about
It's
it.
in here, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Where
in
were you,
here.
P?
What? Sorry, I was looking for the video.
The Lord is what?
No, but it really. I sent it to your text chain. But that'll be the first
got
video.
it.
We'll go from
Got
there.
it.
But it actually, the way that you both queued that up. Sorry for the break-in segue here. Was one of the things I remember texting you about like a week ago, and thankfully you remembered to remind me today.
Yeah.
And it kind of goes with the video, actually.
Okay.
This is something near and dear to my heart, mostly because of growing up where I grew up, growing up in the South, being of mixed race, especially being of mixed race between being black and Latino. Like, if you want to know what it really is, there's more of a definition behind that. But for YouTube and, for podcasting, it's black and Latino. Cool. But growing up in that, as a child, especially not knowing exactly where you fit in, you tend to do what you can to survive. Do what you can to not stand out, because you already stand out because you look different, sound different, your name's different, and everything. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, especially within the service industry, is code switching. And it's just one of those things that doesn't get talked about, but is absolutely a necessity for every workplace. But when it comes to service industry, I feel like it has more importance because, you have your base salary, but the majority of what you get paid is based off of what the customer feels about you.
Interaction.
So if you don't find the right code
To switch into.
Yeah, right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you have these situations where, and I had this happen to me.
Yeah.
Now, being from the South, uniquely in the position, you can tell me if this has happened to you. I had a situation where someone I grew up with in the fucking mud helped this fucking dude. He helped me. We were brothers. And then I hadn't seen him for a couple years because, or whatever, longer story. But when I finally did see him, he told me like the reason he didn't talk to me no more is because he felt like I code switched too much. He said I was talking too white.
That's wild.
And I was like, I live in Phoenix. What the fuck you expect me to sound like?
That's hilarious, right?
They couldn't understand how I talked when I got to Phoenix because I talked like someone from the fucking South.
Yeah.
And a lot of times people don't understand that that's not just a black thing. That's
100%.
every race,
Yeah.
man. Every race. But it was one of the things I wanted to talk about. And I feel like one of your videos actually kind of queued it up very well.
Okay,
And
okay.
I'd like to see how the conversation goes from there.
Absolutely.
Good?
Turn up the volume.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's get this queued up.
So on this one,
Bada bing, bada boom.
oh, you went to his page?
Yeah,
Nah, go to the video.
I had the video right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just making sure the volume's up.
Where was that?
You mean you probably know what?
Where
I'm
you at,
waiting
bro?
on a return at Pottery Barn, Tyrone.
Bro, why you been making returns from the Pottery Barn, bro?
Well, G. Willikers, Tyrone. You always bring this up. Ever since I told you that John Stockton is the best basketball player to ever play the game, you've had some type of
I have a problem with
rage and
that.
some type of problem with me.
I have a problem with yes.
I don't know what you want me to do. If you look at his plus and his
want you to
minus
stop.
ratio over the span of 20 years, he also wore his shorts at a respectable level as well.
Bro, I'm sick of you, bro.
Well, maybe we are done.
We're
Wow.
done, yes. That's what I
Wow.
called you for.
I don't have time for this. Salutations.
Not salutations. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. I say good day.
Wow. Salutations.
Salutation.
Wow.
Look,
I
got a couple different sides.
I commend that.
I got a couple different
That's
sides.
good.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen the whole thing, like
Yeah.
dead ass. I just saw like the first couple
The
seconds.
title of
Yeah.
that yeah, when your friends get mad at you for acting white. Yeah, I was. Yeah, it's funny to me, man, because I grew up in a from very young childhood to fourth grade. Very young childhood to third grade. Or maybe even younger than that. It was an all black school. Like my first elementary school was like all black. And then my second one, I remember, was like Jefferson Terrace or something like that. It was a little bit more mixed. Go to third grade. I think I was like maybe like the only black kid in the class or something like that. We didn't have very many people at, when I moved to Houston, latter part of elementary school, middle school. I went to a black college. The Morehouse College, Georgia State as well.
Okay, Morehouse.
So I've had
a house.
Right. Flunked out the first year, but that's another podcast. It's like an all male black. I was at Spelman the entire time.
Yeah. No, you were at Expo.
Right. I didn't even know. What's that dude?
Shit to do with
Right,
y'all.
exactly. Right. I don't do. Is that dude a janitor? What is he doing here? I don't. Hey y'all, I'm going to the calf. Right. Didn't go to class. Hadn't been to class, and I don't know. But it's like, I think for the code switching thing, I think, for me, and it's an interesting thing because I've always had I think the ability to be able to blend in a lot of situations.
You're familiar.
Not just, I think so, and it's not just a chameleon as far as blending in. This is really my background and my history. Like you're born in a black and a white city like Baton Rouge, Southern through and through. I went to a black college at HBCU. I went to a regular college. My high school was, I think, like 83% white. And even though there were 4,000 people there, I knew every black person by first, middle, and last name. Like I knew them
their
all.
parents.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Your uncle named Gary, ain't it? Ain't your uncle Gary? Yeah. Like so I knew everything about him. We knew them all. So for me, I think it was a thing where absolutely, putting yourself in a position. I always used to make fun of my mom because she was the professional, and I'd be like, boy, you got that voice on right now. You Shirley?
Yeah.
My mama, she the one.
Yeah.
My mama could teach it.
Yeah.
She could teach code. She'll switch it up so fast. I used to laugh at her. And I think for me, it's one of those things where, just like kind of as Nando was talking about, man, my mindset is being successful. It's not about what do I need to do to make you comfortable to feel. I'm not gonna get into no political diatribe with you or, as far as like, I like this and that. We're not doing that. But as far as like, I think, making people feel, and here's the thing too, white people do it too. Mm-hmm. White people do it too.
It's very uncomfortable.
There's a lot of races that do a lot of things when they get around. I'm like, bro, Tony, why are you acting like this today?
What's up, my
what I'm saying?
dog?
Right? It's like, what the hell? All right.
My
you
brother?
dab me up, right? You dab me up with 3 fingers. That ain't right, baby.
Yeah.
That ain't right.
Yeah.
It'd be the most firm hand
Right,
as they go in
exactly,
for it. And I'm just like, I can't even.
You can't dab me up and say tubular at the same time. You can't do it. Doesn't work. It doesn't work. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like
so
it's
uncomfortable.
bro. It'd be
So uncomfortable.
we all be doing it, But
Yeah.
I think for the friend that you had mentioned, I think that's ignorance. You know what I'm saying? For me, the only time that I would have something like that going on where I had a problem is that your actions. If your actions were doing things that it was like you're denying yourself, and really, I don't even really care too much about that. If that's your thing. But I mean, as far as like, somebody bring up just a topic that's clearly known and you want to deny whatever it be. And everybody has their own reasons for what it is that they choose to do. I think we have to be careful, especially as far as like minorities, when we see something that's a little bit different than the norm or the stereotype. That doesn't mean that somebody is denying their race or doing something to that degree. You don't know where this person comes from.
Yeah.
You don't know what they saw, what they experienced, what they've been through.
You have no idea about their environment.
You don't have any idea. So as far as being true to yourself, I mean, I've had multiple people like, man, like you talk white or you this. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because then I have other people who have seen me and like they're scared. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you're at, who you're around, I can be too much for some. Yeah. And for others, I can be. And that's why, period, point blank, whether it be hospitality or anything else, I'm going to be myself, and I encourage other people to do the same. Code switching. Who is the person who mad at you code switching paying your bills?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they are cool, you might want to watch yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Wear that do-rag. Yeah. Wear that do-rag. Yeah. Wear that do-rag. You know what I'm saying? But
because they know your job code.
Correct.
Right. You know my job code? All right. Yeah. Cool. Let me pay attention.
I'm not trying to switch that job code, so I'm not going to code switch.
That's an interesting thing because we call it code switching now, but I know for us, we also remember when it was just called your customer service voice.
Yeah.
And that was just 100%. The blanket term until the term code switching came out. Yeah. I was like, the fuck is code switching?
Right.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
Whatever. But as far as customer service voice, I knew exactly what that was.
Yeah.
But don't confuse the two. They are different, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong or don't. But to me, I feel like code switching is one of those things where you either do it out of necessity or you do it out of habit.
Yeah.
Whereas customer service is you do it because you're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference.
Right.
Mm-hmm. When you're on the clock, you be whoever the fuck it is you need to be to do that job because I'm pretty sure they coached you to do it. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to you talking to me on just a regular day in, day out basis, I don't need you switching shit. I don't need you doing anything extra. I need you to talk to me normal.
Yeah.
And because I want you to feel like yourself around me.
100%.
And where I see code switching come in is because someone feels like they need to portray a certain version of themselves. And I don't need you. I don't need the gimmicks. Yeah. I need you to be you. 100%. And I also like that when I'm the guest, but I know that not everyone is comfortable with that as well.
Right.
So like, I guess to kind of transition it over, I want to ask like the whole panel, and I'd ask P first, like, how do you feel in those situations where it's like, oh, well, this person is trying to talk to me in this particular way. I know they're trying to get a certain thing out of me. I still got to work for the tip. I got to work for the money. Sorry. I got to work for the money. I got to make this money. So how do I facilitate that? You know what I mean? Like, because I know for us, we've been talking about it, and I'm pretty sure our lived experiences, while they might not be as similar, they're close enough to where we expect similar answers. But I've never asked anyone who was not Black, like, what does that look like for you? Like, is there a situation you've ever been in for that? Because I'd love to know what that feels like for someone else. Not in a comparative sense of like higher or lower, but just I want other people to hear out there. It's not just a one race or a two race thing. Like everyone feels the need for that. So
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, plain and simple, it's just to speak in Spanish and then having that familiarity too of like, oh, you understand me, or somebody who can immediately tell or recognize like, oh, they're Latino. I can, especially not here having that. I don't know what the accent is, or I don't know how to call. Just call it what it is. Like just having like that Cholo accent or whatever, that Chicano accent. You know what I mean?
We can't say that we know.
He's like,
sure.
That's why I was
he was talking.
Yeah,
like,
I
was like, they speak with that Chicano accent, or
do they?
Speak Spanish? They do. And then it's the same thing. Like they either think or expect like I'm gonna hook them up automatically because I understood what they said, or because I kind of like reciprocated that, but it was just me going to a level where they felt comfortable. It's like, all right, I see where you're coming at, so I'll, as a guest here in this establishment, then yeah, I'm gonna make you feel comfortable. But that's just part of the job. Like We're not friends. I'm just making you think we are, so you feel
just
comfortable. Just primos.
We're not friends. We're just primo.
And it's not a bad thing. Like, I always want them to feel comfortable, especially with, like, there are guests that don't speak a lick of English and they can only speak Spanish. So, like, if they're ordering something and they're trying in English and then they say it in Spanish, it's like, okay, yeah, like, I hear you, like, I understand. And sometimes I've gotten like, oh, well, why didn't you say you speak Spanish? Well, you didn't ask.
Yeah.
You didn't ask.
Yeah.
You got to ask the right questions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that would be the equivalent to that, is just approaching in a different language. Or
Damn, I never thought of that.
yeah.
Well, no, he talks about it all the time.
Well, no, I mean, your code switch is actually a different language.
Yeah.
That's different. Like, code switching, customer service, different language, still English. You have to know a whole different language to be able to, like, facilitate that. Yeah. And that's just not something I'd ever thought of.
Yeah. Because I've heard you talk about, like, with Capicua, like, how some of the, like, people, like, they come up to you and like, Papi, da 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 da, and like they start like spitting at you, and you're just like, I know I'm half Puerto Rican, but
I need you to tab, but like,
I need you to slow your Spanish down and just give it to me, And so I can imagine, like, that familiarity, they like assume a lot from you.
They assume
you're
that I'm
gonna
gonna
take care of
them
them,
first.
and it's just like, yo,
it's like, hold on, no, like, there's
still got a job to do.
I'm still got a job to do. Yeah.
Like, if there's nobody else around you, then cool, we can buddy whatever, like we can have that moment. But like, there's more people around you, I'm not just gonna read the fucking room. Really.
And reading the room, that language is universal. You can read the room in any language and realize whether or not you should ask the question or be there or act the way you're acting. Like you said, read the room, but there are no excuses.
Lee el cuarto.
Yeah, that's good, man. He's got his Duolingo.
Bitches. Boom. Code switch.
He can do it too.
Right.
Spanish edition.
Espanol. Yeah, no, this shit's crazy. We definitely have that situation over because at Redacted, almost said it.
We did take a break.
Yeah.
So
It's
yeah.
like, woo.
Gotta get back in it.
Yeah, no, like it's just every 5 minutes you could have the business person, the lawyer, and then you can have the homie that is looking to kind of have that interaction with you. It's not an assumption, but it's just like they come at you and just like, hey man, what's going on? Da, da, da. And so there's that, and it's like, all right, cool. I can meet you where you're at, and we can have this conversation, and I will get you that Resposado or that Henny sidecar, or you know what I mean, or you know what I mean. I can get you your vodka tonic, you know what I mean, or whatever the other person is looking for. But like what you were talking about earlier is your ability to read what that person is expecting from you could dictate your entire tip, your entire experience with that person. And yeah, you got to learn that in the service industry pretty quick.
I completely forgot, and I said this in the very beginning when we were recording, and I just remembered it. It was like one event we had this past weekend, where this dude came up and he's like, he had ordered it around from me previously. He ordered modelos or something like that. It was, of course, he ordered in Spanish. And he came back and he was like, hey, wait, dame dos tequilas. And I had that moment where I was like, I wanted to retort with Guinness Way, because as I said to you guys earlier,
Who is Way? This is going to do the
now I'm
subtitles
saying
there.
to the audience, it's for those that don't know, like, it's not that it's a bad thing, but like as Mexicans, as some Latinos, like when you say a word like that, like, not that it's a bad word, but you can't just say it to somebody you don't know, because if I go down the street to one of these fruit vendors that are out there and be like, hey, wait, dame dos frutas, they're gonna look at me like, who the fuck you calling Way? Like, it's not a bad thing. It's a term of endearment with somebody you're
like
friends
nigga.
with.
I was going to say,
exactly.
what would you say is like
no, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, nice job, Rob.
You're not gonna say it on camera.
Not on camera.
I was this close. Why did you say it? I was about to tear.
P, give us a similar word.
Similar
P.
word in the black community.
P, right.
If you were African American,
Right.
how would you say
Give
way?
it something that's way adjacent.
Right. Turn his mic up. Turn his mic up.
But yeah, it's like
Turn
it's
the
just
mic up. Everyone else.
Right. Everybody be quiet.
it's
Shut
just
up.
it's getting too familiar because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
found some camaraderie there or you found some comfort there. But it's like, dude, don't call me way. Like I'm not. We're not cool like that.
Then two P.
There's
you
other words you
assume.
can use. Yeah, he is.
You haven't found that comfort.
Right.
I didn't
You
designate to
assume.
you that was cool, and we
We
haven't
didn't-
necessarily said that.
No,
You know?
Right.
We haven't
didn't
established that.
establish-
Right.
We
Right.
didn't establish that
established that.
connection. There's other words you could use, but like you don't just say, "Hey, way." Like, get this way. Like I'm not way. Like who the fuck? But there was more people that I couldn't really process it quick enough, and I also
And then he fucked
didn't
up and
want-
he came to me later and started speaking just straight Spanish to me. And I was like, eh?
Yeah, and
I literally tapped this motherfucker. And he was in the middle of another word. I was like, hey, nigga. Hey, way. Hey, way. I need a hand. He said so many words in Spanish. I didn't get them all. Talk to this nigga.
Bro,
Like, yo, help me.
that helped. That happened to
I
me.
need you.
yeah.
Probably like 2 or 3 months ago.
It's like sorry, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. It's like that scene from a 40-Year-Old Virgin when Kevin Hart's talking to I forget his name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
been-
not gonna
I've been-
repeat
What did he say? I don't remember. If you could like,
that shit for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
You looking for the nigga?
That was funny.
Nigga here now.
He's like, don't
Alright.
be my.
Don't be my nigga.
He's like,
no,
don't
what
be.
did he- what did he say? I don't recall. You could just
Rob.
refresh my.
I'm gonna say.
Don't be my Candace, way. Be
Rob,
my way.
that movie came out 12 years ago. It's hard for me to
Just
recall.
remember what was the line he said?
Give me that inflection as well.
Inflection.
I'll say it in a way that I can. He said, "Don't be a pendejo, be my way."
Oh,
look at
ding
that.
ding
Fake.
that. Yeah.
Nice. Well played.
Yeah,
well
put
played.
that in Google
Well
Translate.
played.
Well played.
We were trying to get you.
Yeah.
We were trying to get you. Trip you up.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, there'll be other opportunities this same
We
episode.
were trying to get you caught in the briar patch. Well done.
Oh, good.
Oh
Found
shit!
done.
a way to tunnel on.
Right, right. He found a way. He found a way.
Oh no!
So, but
No.
hold on.
That's got to be racist. There's no way.
It's yeah.
no, because hold on.
What do you mean by that?
What did you mean by that? What do you mean?
On to the next topic.
Well, I was gonna say that happened to me recently. Well, not, maybe like a month or so ago. But someone assumed I was Dominican. And when I say, don't get me wrong, it can
Dominican
happen.
Rob. Right?
Yeah, Dominican Rob. I don't know the hair, like whatever.
DR, all right.
Yeah. And not a doctor.
Right.
And not a doctor. And when I tell you, homie just started going in.
That wasn't Rob. That was Roberto.
Roberto. And homie just was going in. And I think I was there with, oh yeah, my homegirl Desiree. She was there. And she just looked at me and just started busting out laughing because she knows, yo, I am on unit 1 of Duolingo. So I can't keep up with wherever you're going. I was like, sir, I'm not Dominican. I'm just black and from DC. Like that's all I got for you right now.
DC, not DR.
Not DC, not DR, and DC adjacent Merlin. But yeah, I just yeah, that shit happens, and
That's fine.
apparently I gave him too much familiarity.
I mean,
yeah.
because he looked at you, he's like, "You look like one of my cousins." I just, sorry, papi, I thought you were.
Oh yeah, no, he was all that.
You look like my cousins, so I thought you spoke Spanish, pero
That's probably
my bad,
racist.
papi.
That's racist. That's probably
What?
That was not racist.
That's not racist. It's true.
Exactly
It's true.
how the whole thing goes because that's usually what's said to me. What's your name, Fernando? I'm like,
Whoa,
"Bruh,
whoa, whoa,
I told you
whoa."
my name. I gave you name,
Right.
not rank and serial number. I am not that high up. Like you said, I'm a level 1.
Still on the first module.
Yeah,
Unit
because
fucking
I practice
1.
up to level 2,
Yeah.
and then I don't practice for a month, and I go back to
and go
1.
back down. Yeah,
And again, the Spanish that they're speaking is
colloquial.
it's cursive, right?
Yeah. But that's the thing we're talking about. It's just like sometimes it is a little bit necessary in our job because where you have the office voice. I think where you show up to your office and everyone is speaking of good dialect and enunciation. When you're at the bar, you don't know who you're talking to, and the idea is to make them feel comfortable when they approach you, and that they are at home and that they can be themselves and order from you.
We didn't get to talk about this, but that actually happened to him a lot at the event we did on
I
Wednesday.
kept trying to tee you up.
Yeah. Sorry.
What
Yeah,
happened?
that happened to him a lot. A lot of people were coming up to him ordering in
Because
Spanish.
it was a Latin event,
Yeah,
all Latin people,
all Latinos.
including the bartenders.
Yeah.
So when they spoke to him in Spanish,
Yeah.
they just assumed I knew it too. Yeah, I was like, no.
he was able to piece out enough
Yeah,
to
like,
understand,
yeah.
but at the velocity they were speaking, he was just like,
Hey, wait.
Yeah. Hey, wait.
word,
Yo,
keyword,
help me
keyword. Got it. You want a modelo?
Yeah.
Got you.
There would be times like people would tell me to order and I'd understand it. And he'd be like, oh, I wanted two. And I'm like, I mean, out of everything you said, that was the one thing I missed. You don't understand how hard it was for me to complete this order.
Oh,
Now I can do the second one. That's it. That's it.
yeah.
Right.
Can I get a cookie for how hard it was to get here?
Damn.
Yeah, they were hitting with the rapid fire and
Yeah.
everything. It was, I mean, you had Mexican, Puerto Rican in there, definitely a couple Dominicans, maybe some
Yep.
Cubans in there. Like
Yep.
you just had different Spanish, a whole bunch of
Absolutely.
different dialects of Spanish in there. So he was just getting all.
I was
And I'm
trying to
hearing
keep up.
they actually spoke to him in Spanish. More people came up to him speaking Spanish than they did to me,
Yeah.
which was fucking funny.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell.
And like off the bat.
Yeah.
They just
And it wasn't because of like, oh, he looks like it. It was just like he was the first available one too. That was a part of the reason, but they were just Spanish. Almost, he got more Spanish speaking people than I did.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
Yeah,
you're saying
funny.
a goddamn word. Don Julio. Do you want it? I said hi. What do you want? Why would you speak to me in Spanish? I spoke in English first. I told you what I was comfortable in.
Hello, hola, ¿tú cómo estás? ¿Venas un modulo Julio?
And they look at me like,
Rosado.
where's my drink?
You know,
I don't know. Where you
Maria,
where's-
¿quieres un shot? Dame dos shot, por favor.
damn.
That's funny.
Sorry.
That's crazy.
Go ahead. I think that's
Well,
all I got for that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
We're just gonna need subtitles.
Yeah, right.
Something like that. But
Damn.
other than, I mean, I think we've kind of wrapped up that particular.
Well, I was gonna
section
say
of it.
like
Yeah.
that was just a beautiful skit that you kind of displayed, like the idea of code switching and how that affects like your friendships and everything going on. You have a bunch of other dope skits on like your page.
Yeah.
I wanted to like kind of find out a little bit more about how like just the stand-up comedy world, the skit world, like just entertainment industry in general was going for you. 'Cause
Yes.
it sounds like you're getting into bigger rooms and
Yeah, doing some things. I got a big show kind of coming up in October 23rd in San Diego.
October 23rd.
Going up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit.
looking forward to that. Doing some. I had a show recently at the Crow. It's a very cool burgeoning club in Santa Monica, I believe. And just continuing to try to work towards doing some bigger shows, bigger events and venues. But yeah, man, it's cool. The skit thing, we've talked about it. I think for me, that's my thing as far as just expressing, because I see a lot of shit, and I think for me it's an interesting thing as far as what people choose to talk about. There's so many different realms, Rob, that you can do. You have a lot of people who are huge, are well known, and they're basically, no offense to them, but there's different ways to do whatever, but they're really not doing original content. It's a big part of content now is taking somebody else's content and reacting to it or commenting on it.
yeah.
Remixing the content.
Is a new way of saying it,
That's a
because
shot.
that's what they say online is remix.
That's a
But
huge
really,
thing.
You're taking
Or
someone else's
stitch.
content.
100%. And I think here's the deal. I think if you're doing something that you're offering a new perspective or something like that, cool. Do what you do, react to it. People put out art for it to be reacted to. But I think also at the same time, I've seen a lot of content where it's just like there's a viral video or funny video and somebody's in the bottom and a small and they're just looking.
Yeah.
And
Oh shit.
they put
or
a couple.
they put an avatar up
they
there.
they could have. They're like not even doing nothing. They're not even like commenting on it. They're not even like. They're literally just looking. They've taken already rebroadcast original material and content. It went viral. It got popular, and they just look and they do, whatever else. So for me, I think with so many different ways that you can do stuff, that's my way to be able to kind of comment on things that I find to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think also, one of the things that I've always kind of thought about is, not to be cliche, but for real, like I don't, I would like to bring people together. Like if you don't like it, it's not going to really bother me. Cool. If you feel some type of way, I know who I am as a person. I know my friend circle. I know the people I've worked with and how it is that I try to treat people. So, anytime that you're doing something creative, people are always going to have opinions, and to a certain degree you want that because it's about engagement.
Right.
But, I just really just try to, go off of things that I find funny or that I find that lead me to do something or have an opinion. And it really entertains me the way that other people react.
Yeah.
Because it's just wild to me that I do sketches and comedy and things like that. And I mean, people be serious in them comments, Rob. Serious. I know y'all probably experienced it as well. Like you said a joke or something like that. I'm like, damn, like
Going
like
full on crusade.
yeah, I did this sketch where it was like it was like during the Olympics, like a Dr. Umar kind of like there's this like thick white girl and she's like in a ice skating outfit and she's really attractive and she kind of comes out and then Dr. Umar kind of comes out and I did like a split screen of where I'm like a black revolutionary with the kufi and the hat and the Black Panther t-shirt and I'm enjoying this white woman a little bit more than I should, as far as a black revolutionary. And it was funny, I think the majority of the people it kind of went viral and I think the majority of the people they got it.
Right.
But you have some of those comments like, man, I knew it. Look at him. I knew it. He looked like he liked it. I knew it.
God.
I knew it. The first L in his name is capital. Who does that? Like I was just, what the hell? Like, this is crazy. So people be
bunny hopper.
You're right, exactly. I knew it soon as I saw him. I knew it. Knew it. So it's funny to me, people take their own things. But I do it. I really do it
I felt like the Uncle Ruckus theme song should have been playing.
Yeah,
while you were doing that voice.
I've been called that too. I've been called that too, straight up. It's funny to me, like I said, I mean, you have to understand as we were talking about why you're doing things. And then it's also, I mean, that's just the era that we live in.
Yeah.
The era that we currently live in has made everybody think that their opinion matters when it doesn't. Now it's like you have the right to voice it.
Sure.
You have the right to voice it. You have the right to express it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that there's any knowledge or that it's valid or that it matters.
At
You know
all.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just talking, big dog.
Yeah.
But the thing is that now a phone is like everybody a reporter now. Everybody a reporter.
Yeah.
Like if I got a phone, I'm a reporter.
Yeah.
Like, man, this happened with the Diddy thing. Nigga, I saw you at the white party 4 years ago. What are you talking about? Why are you commenting on this? You were in the Hamptons at the white party.
If he invited you, you probably would have been at the
This
party.
is to happen. I left early. Like, so it's just, it's interesting to me, but, yeah, man, continuing to try to do that, working on some other things as far as acting and whatnot. And man, staying on it, baby. Staying on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, staying busy.
Damn.
Sorry, I was just in the story on that, so I hadn't teed anything up. I know the silence kind of kicked in there, but I was just like really enjoying the story there for a minute.
For sure. Yeah.
And where do you like see like your comedy going and expanding, or like what are you working on to like expand it? I guess.
Or where would you like it to go?
Yeah.
Like, if
I mean, what I'm both working on and where I would like for it to go, it would be, somewhat multi-hyphenate. I love stand-up.
Yeah.
I do, but stand-up is a lot. And you have to really be indebted and commit yourself to it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm not I'm not trying to do 10 open mics a week. I'm not trying to be doing the coffee houses and doing different things like that. While at the same time, I have an understanding and a respect for the people who, you can't, it's kind of hard to play some of the big rooms if you're not kind of out doing this and that and this and that.
Rubbing
So,
the
but
right shoulders and shit.
100%. But you can also, Rob, I think that there's the transitions. You know, we have so many people, you know, Desi Banks and HaHa Davis, Country Wayne, all these different people who are doing different things. It doesn't necessarily take, it's not like it used to be.
Right.
Where like, hey, listen, you're not really popping as any type of comic or comedic without doing stand-up.
Right.
You know, now, you know, there are people who are getting stand-up opportunities because of what they're doing through their social media. You know, like, damn, like your sketches and your this is popping.
Fucking Drewski's one of those. That's definitely a prime example of not doing stand-up up until recently, but has created this whole platform and shows that you can provide comedy in a different avenue.
Yeah.
And Drewski is unique and special, and I mean, I think that that's great for him. He doesn't even really he does shows, you know, but he has other stand-ups come through.
Right.
He'll have other artists come through. He's, you know, he's more of a, you know, like a great, funny, hilarious host. You know what I'm
Like a
saying?
Nick Cannon.
Like similar to that. You know, I've seen the, you know, the things where he's doing, hey, the I forget the record label, Could Have Been Records, and he's doing that.
Yeah.
Those are funny, you know. So there's
Shit,
different
the fucking
ways.
series he did, Could Have Been House, was fucking
Yeah, Could Have Been
hilarious.
House was hilarious.
That shit was fucking hilarious.
That was really, really good. So, you know, I think for me, I've had to kind of diagnose and, you know, look at what it is that you want to do. I mean, I think there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it. I'm interested in producing, you know, like a special. I'm interested in, you know, continuing, like, you know, your acting, not only comedically, but doing some other things. I love people like Samuel L. Jackson, who I feel is like, he's always been funny to me.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much every role he does, even Django was comedic.
Yeah.
You know, to who he was playing, the character in Django, that was comedic.
Yeah.
That was the whole character.
Yeah.
That was the base. That's why it was funny.
He was,
This black guy
he
is
was a
so
caricature.
right.
Yeah.
This black dude is so damn hate
he was
himself.
Uncle Ruckus.
Yes,
But
in the
back
flesh,
then.
100%.
Yeah.
And it was
dressed like him, yeah.
and it was hilarious. It was great. So I mean, I think things like that, man. You know, continuing to expand and put yourself in these positions, and you know, continue to work. You know, get those numbers up, make those algorithms work, and you know, hopefully at the same time, man. You know, hoping people to just open up their mind. You know, because I don't sweat it. But you know, and I don't want to just like I don't care, but you know, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You have to just do you and work. I know the reason that I do things. You know, I know who I'm trying to impact. You know, hopefully it's to bring people together and to make them think and to make them laugh. And you know, if we doing that shit, we doing the right thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
So
No, I remember. Damn it, I don't remember the actor's name. He's like a current, like up and coming, like white actor. He was like one of the main stars in like the current, was it Twister movie? But he was saying, he said he had like a deep conversation with Denzel, and because like he was kind of in his head because he said like there's all these other, you know, good-looking white actors that were getting better roles than him, and he said he had some conversation in crossing with Denzel, and Denzel was telling him like, look, you just gotta put your mind on like, this is the path that is laid out for me, this is what I am like intended to do, and this is the purpose for me, and so like stop kind of paying attention too much to everything else that's going on with like other actors, and just know that what's meant for you is meant for you, because you know your purpose, you know kind of like what you're here to do, and just keep on running that race, as opposed to like, I just feel like as another person in entertainment, it's like super easy to get caught up in just looking at what everybody else is doing, especially with social
100%.
media right now. With
100%.
social media, you just have access to like the best highlights of every other like artist out there, and so just like knowing, just like to run your own lane and to keep on, like you said, just like, you know what your audience is and what they're looking for, and like the service that you're providing. And so like I'm just always just championing, just like staying and running your path, and keep on doing what you're doing, because you're doing like phenomenal work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, I mean, and even with that same actor, a film that he was in, that part of it was filmed downstairs, Dark Knight Rises. Nice. He plays a bit role. He's one of the stockbrokers.
Oh, bet.
During the scene, he's the main stockbroker that gets the main camera.
Oh, I remember
time,
him. Yeah.
That gets pushed around,
Like
and all
Bane,
that
like
other
just
stuff.
punches him and stuff. Yeah.
And I didn't realize that until I just happened, like P walked out and saw me watching it. I just happened to be fucking watching the film because I thought of a line from the movie. I was like, I just want to check it.
Yeah.
So I threw it on, and I happened to see that actor, and I was like, this movie came out, almost 10 years ago? Or
Dark Knight
something like
Rises?
that? Dark Knight Rises.
That was 2011.
Yeah, so,
I was gonna tell him to take a key so he can.
He did not.
shit, I'll go.
I got it. You got it. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
I just jumped in the story. Well, that's okay because I had something that I wanted to ask. Not ask, but just real quick.
Sorry, we had more.
Breaking.
Oh no, you're good. You're
breaking
good.
some air. He's gonna come back and finish his thoughts, so never mind. I'll just
Dark Knight Rises. That actor.
So he was in the film.
Yes. In 2011.
But also it was one of those things where I see all the films and all the things like Twister and a couple of the Netflix films that he is in. His star just took off. But had he not done the work, had he not stayed true to his purpose, he would have never got there.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
look at
gotta
you
do
too,
those small
Nando.
roles.
You recognized him.
Yeah.
You see it? You hear that? So he did the things. He got to the point.
Yeah.
You're watching something. You have no clue. You're you know flicking it on. It's like,
Yeah.
oh snap. You know what I'm saying? And those are those things. That's a great point as far as, man, just kind of staying in the right mindset, staying positive, being facilitated, and being progressive, and continuing to do what it is that you do. Yeah. It's cliche, man, but it's real. It's a journey.
It really is.
It's not it's not easy. Like we live in a city where, I don't know the numbers, maybe close to maybe 50% or of people are somehow interested or involved in entertainment,
Yes.
whether it be lighting or set design, whether it be you do catering, whether it be you're an actor,
And
your
even if
production,
they're not
costume,
into it now,
makeup.
they might have moved out here for it.
100 or for,
Oh, yeah.
or just from the hospitality standpoint, when I first got out here, Nando, I was trying to figure get the money in, and I had savings that I'd moved out to LA with, but as far as getting on track and doing something fast, I jumped into catering, bartending, all these catering companies and doing things like that. Rob, Nando P, we're servicing all entertainment events. Hey, JeLloyd, we need you for the Oscars. We need you for the Grammys. We
Yeah.
need you for this award show. This event is going on. This movie release. This movie's
Documentary
dropping.
premiere.
That's literally
That's
what
literally
we did last,
like last
7
week.
days ago. 8 days ago we got the text, but 7 days ago we worked a documentary that an actor is one of the main people who put the documentary together and
Yeah.
narrated and everything. And we were just like, we didn't know that before we got there. We
Yeah.
were just told, hey, we need some people for an event. And then the day of, it's like, oh, it's a movie premiere. Wait, what? And then we get there and then rubbing shoulders with people I've seen on TV for 20 fucking years, man.
100%.
And you just never know what room you're going to be in.
You never know, man, and it's a big part of like the city. It's a big part of the the industry. So it's like the thing is that as we've talked about, and you guys have done some great work. It's not it's not like it's you deserve it necessarily. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that came out here with the best heart and the best intentions, and they worked, and who knows, maybe they didn't have the familiar support, maybe they didn't have the wherewithal, the knowledge, maybe somebody took advantage of them. There's a lot of that. There's a big part of the entertainment industry out here that's about taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
There's a huge that's a huge part of it. You're not really a photographer, but you charging $500 for headshots. You've never been in anything. You've never done a
$200
commercial.
just for head.
You did that part.
Or
What are we doing?
Photographers.
What are we doing?
Want to get girls in their fucking lingerie?
That part.
Bro, that was a big thing in Chicago. Too.
That
like,
part.
I
I'm
knew
sorry, what?
like in
I'm sorry,
Chicago, there's some photographers that I knew personally, some that I knew through social groups that they would plan out these shoots and shit in lingerie just to get them in their fucking lingerie.
Atlanta too.
And the shots look like shit. It's like
Atlanta
you're just
too.
a weirdo. You're just a fucking weirdo.
Atlanta, same
You're
thing.
supposed to be shooting ass. Your shots aren't supposed to look like it.
right, exactly. What are we doing
your
here?
job.
What are we doing
Come on,
here?
my guy.
All right, that's blurry. Okay, that cheek is blurry.
And that's for anybody out there. If they say they'll do your shoot for free, it's because they're trying to fuck. Come on, man.
Yeah.
They're not
up.
really talking.
Straight up.
Let's be real.
But
I'm just trying to get my portfolio together. That's what they be saying. I'm trying to get my
Is that what they call
portfolio.
your legs?
Right, my portfolio.
so
Your
that's
portfolio.
is that the casting couch, basically?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. So it's like it's that's a big part of it, man. So it's just I think about, like you say, having a focus, having a vision, and remaining solid in what it is that you here for. Because all that trying to compete with somebody. I was just reading something about, I think it was like, who was it? I think it was like Samuel Jackson, or maybe Sam, or maybe it was Morgan Freeman, who didn't get his first like real starring role.
his 40s.
I think he was 40.
Yeah.
40 or 40 plus.
Yeah.
That's
why
That's both him and Sam.
That's both him and
Sam
who?
didn't get his until like right around
Probably, like,
Coming to
late
America,
30s.
a little bit before Coming to America.
Yeah.
It was like late 30s.
Yeah.
For him.
So it's not deserved.
Right.
I don't care that you went to 4 acting classes.
Yeah.
Like
Went to Juilliard.
right. So what? It goes how the vibe goes. But I think if you really are interested in the art, you're really interested in the craft, do that. And then all the other stuff will work out. Continue to educate yourself. But it's just funny, like we were talking about. People would be thinking they owed. Like, man, I came.
here.
I was the homecoming queen in Idaho. Why am I not getting?
Now you just a hoe.
Why am I not?
Sorry.
Now you just a
Come
hoe.
on, bro.
Now you
That
just
was high school. You
Right.
gotta let that go.
Right, exactly. Right. What we
Over
doing?
here talking about old shit.
Right. Why can't I get cast? Like,
Because you ain't got no.
gave up
you
your
right.
own
Like,
back.
you was the homecoming queen in Idaho, baby.
Yeah, that's all you got.
You said New
But,
York or something like that. Maybe we can
Idaho
talk.
10,
but-
but LA 5.
right, straight up, them numbers can.
I need
Numbers can
somebody to come
switch.
up with a real chart for that.
I don't know if there
What the city you from and what it switches to LA.
I keep hearing these numbers and they're all over the place.
Apparently, P has them.
Yeah, let me just.
Some charts? All right, get those ready for us, man.
Get those ready.
Get those ready.
Well, what do you guys feel about just like you mentioned a little bit earlier, just working like adjacent to the entertainment industry and how that's affecting the actual economy of working in the restaurant bar industry?
Yes.
Because as of the last few years, because we had COVID, then we had the writer and actor strike.
Yep.
Now we kind of had a preemptive strike from like the kind of background people, background like sound and accounting and all of that.
Yep.
And so all that's affected the economy of the Los Angeles area.
Shit, we had 2 strikes start this week.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're talking about on the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah.
The longshore.
Yeah, longshoremen over there.
The other one was Boeing. And
Yeah.
Boeing's, that's not Eastern. That's
Shit.
nationwide.
Yeah.
Having Boeing and the dock workers go down at the same time.
Right.
There's
deal.
not enough attention being paid.
What do they say?
Yeah.
I read somewhere that I think like each individual day that the longshoremen along the entire Eastern Seaboard are out is about $5 billion a day of loss, and it's going to
Could have
like
just paid them.
yeah,
Could have just paid them.
exactly.
Been easy.
But like all of that kind of affects, like specifically here in Los Angeles, is gonna it's affecting the economy of Los Angeles. Therefore, it's affecting people's ability to go out and actually want to spend loose change at restaurants and bars. And so
Bro,
dealing
it's
with that,
2024. Ain't none of my change loose. I know where all of it is.
very tight.
I've been poor all year, man.
Shit.
Fuck, it ain't about penny pinching no more. Like we're trying to get people to come out and spend money at bars and restaurants, but what's the motivation for them?
Yeah.
They don't have any money themselves, and they had what, a year and a half where they learned how to cook or tried to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
And we want them to come back out and
There's only so much banana bread you can make.
Right. Before the pandemic, I could buy a whole bottle at home.
Yeah.
After the pandemic, man, I got 2 bottles at home. So I don't need a fucking beer, man.
Yeah.
So it's funny you bring that up because this is one thing I had down too, which is quick burning crowds. People that are coming out maybe about 2.5 hours before the bar or event is supposed to close. Maybe I'm just gonna speak from my personal experience at my place. An event will start at, let's say, 10 o'clock. The majority of the crowd doesn't show up till 11:30. 11:30. So you're only getting really like an hour and a half of actual partying or whatever. And I thought it was just our place, but speaking to some of the DJs that come and play, they're like, yeah, no, that's just happening everywhere. So yeah, people aren't going out, or they're going out for a small amount of time. We talked about this before. Is instead of just grazing, they're just frolicking, going to one place for a little bit, then to the next, and then to the next, and not staying at one area for a long time and grazing and drinking and eating and whatever. They're like, we'll go here and then we'll go there. Just for a little bit, just boom, boom, boom.
Well, but
so people are frolicking; they're not crazy.
It's too, bro. Like we've talked about this. Like I love you guys' podcast. It's like I said, great to be back. But I mean, it's people suck, dog.
Like, shit.
All
right.
I've been saying this since episode 1.
People suck, my G.
People suck.
People suck, my boy. You know, and I mean, I just mean that from a. We've talked about it, bro. Like it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. You know, like at my
I like
job,
that there's no explanation behind it. It's just like, yeah, man.
you know,
just,
you know what? Look it up, man. Look it up, man. You got a phone, man.
Turn into Terrence.
That was
Howard.
bad.
You got a phone,
Code
man.
switching. That is code switching. If I've ever heard it, man.
Whoop,
on, man.
Like, it's wild, man. But
I'm in charge. I'm in charge. Say it again.
Skinny Black, why you put my CD in the toilet, man? You crazy, Skinny? You wild, Skinny?
No, people do suck. You know why? Because I just looking at the notes, I remembered a couple weeks ago, not even maybe 2 weeks ago. Actually, no, the fucking Thursday you worked with me, you had left already. Somebody ordered a drink, forgot about it, and left it there. I didn't realize they had left it there until it was like 10, 15 minutes or so. I'm like, oh, that's been sitting there for a minute. But before I could grab it and dump it, somebody came up, ordered something, and then they grabbed that drink. I'm like, and they looked like they were gonna drink it, and I said, "Are you gonna drink that? I would drink that if I were you." He's like, "Oh, why?" I was like, "Because it's been sitting there for like 10, 15 minutes." He's like, whatever. Grabbed
Same
it.
amount of alcohol.
That's wild.
Grabbed it, but it was like watered down too. But also, like, you just, nobody touched it, but they don't know that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
wild.
So just
I
like
get
you're just gonna grab a
I get
random
that.
fucking drink sitting at the bar, whatever. Fast forward, I remember that drink just because of how it looked, and this dude comes up with that same drink in his hand. Different guy though, different guy.
So they're passing it around.
I guess the guy that first came up that ordered around that took it had
His
passed
story
it
took a
off
turn.
to a friend of his.
Okay.
And when he came up and he was sipping it, and then they were just chilling at the bar, you know, like this. So I looked at the drink in his hand and I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Did one of your friends give you that?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, I wouldn't drink that." He's like, "Oh no, it's my drink." I was like, "No," it's like, no, dude, don't drink that. The person that gave that to you, grabbed that off the bar. It was sitting there for like 15 minutes. I would stop drinking that if I were you. He was just like, oh, and just like wiped his mouth.
Not wiped his mouth. What type of drinking was he doing? Wait a minute.
I don't know, but
There
friends
was so
that he
many
has.
issues.
That's
with
what-
the entire story.
that was my thought. I was like, whoever your friend is not your fucking friend.
So
because
you've
they
been
just
drinking
gave
it,
you
but
a
you wipe your
drink.
mouth.
One of
They
your
gave you a
friends
drink
is a
that they
fucking
didn't
predator.
Bro, no,
Yeah,
not
like,
even that.
who
He's not your
drinks-
boy, bro. Whoever
Yeah.
that is not your fucking boy. But
He's not your
I
boy.
can-
He's trying to be your man. He's trying to be your daddy. He's giving you an unmarked drink. What the fuck?
That wasn't the vibe that I got. The vibe that I got
Alright.
was
That's not the
cheap
vibe he
motherfucker.
asked for either. But
But like, I'm sorry, I'm stuck on wiping your mouth. Like, why are you drinking to
Right.
the point where you,
no.
that's like,
no,
What's
like-
that supposed to do with that?
Well,
point?
I don't know. It was just
you're
him
already poisoned.
He was
you're
expressing,
already roofied.
He was
It's
expressing
done.
his disgust, I guess.
disgust.
Yes, he was expressing
Gotcha.
his disgust. He
Got
had-
it. You want to express
I just needed more
And
clarity
I
on the
felt so
mouth
bad.
wipe.
I was like, "Hey, man, here's a shot of tequila. Rinse your mouth."
Oh
bro.
yeah, I
That
would
was
give
all
away
right.
free shots.
Yeah, because I was like, dude,
We don't
I'm-
get you right.
I'm sorry your friend gave you a watered down drink that was sitting at the bar for like 15 minutes. So yeah, people fucking suck.
That's wild. It'd be
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
felt
It'd be
bad
a
for that
lot.
guy.
And you see it too. Like you see it in our industry. You see the fuckery, you know, in our industry, man. Like just the dynamic, because you have all these different things that are taking place in like hospitality, bar industry, whatever, bartending, where we work at, especially in one of the most entertaining, populous cities in the country. You just see that shit. I see it every day. You know, like it's so many dynamics that are at play. It's like you on a date, you trying to get with the chick. Maybe y'all just going out like it's your first or second time. This is a business meeting. Like this is really important. Like this is like, so it's all these dynamics that come into play. Everybody obviously, as we know, doesn't react the same way to alcohol. You know, it's a lot that goes into that. I've had women, bro. It's just so much. It's like I remember this chick like came up to me. I was at work and she was like, you know, she was like attractive or whatever. But you know, I'm working. She kind of chopping it up, talking. That liquor be making motherfuckers feel bold, bro. So she's like, you know,
That's
trying
why
to
that
act-
one dude came up and was like, "Hey, wait."
right. It be making them feel bold. Right. Ken way.
Guinness way.
Guinness way.
Guinness way.
Guinness way. Boy, she
More
was
Duolingo.
Unit 1.
Oh my
Unit
god.
fucking 1.
But she comes up and she, I guess she's like, kind of talking, chatting, whatever, and she wound up like kissing me. Like at the end of the ride, Rob, your boy didn't ask for it. I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that.
Apparently
but
your face was asking for it.
Yo, and that is when you should.
I said kiss me. I was surprised. She was like, I'm cleaning up, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, oh, hey, JeLloyd, appreciate you. You were great today. And so I'm like, okay, cool. Like, can I give you a hug? I was like, yeah, sure. And, we give her like a hug. She kisses me like in the mouth. And so I'm like, oh, whoa, turn down. I don't know you like that, baby. And also just had this pulled pork sandwich, so that's on you. Them crispy onion straws. Them crispy onion straws, baby. That's I'm not at my best.
That pork
I'm not
ain't
at
the
my
only
best.
thing that was gonna get pulled that night.
Right, exactly. It's the only pork getting pulled tonight. God. I'm not at my best. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, don't look at me like that, girl. Like you kiss me. So it's like these things where people be doing like, and it's that expectation sometimes, Rob. I don't know if you had that where people feel comfortable, like, oh, like
expecting a kiss?
Yeah, but not necessarily expecting a kiss.
No.
Feeling comfortable enough that I've been, and obviously, like I said, it surprised me. That's not what I'm there for, but just, hey, we've been hanging out, we've been paying, I guess we've been tipping you well, like, you feel, I guess she felt comfortable, enough to do. And it was kind of like interesting because I wound up like talking to her a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what I was like, is your man here? And,
Yeah, she wanted you to tip her.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I'm
Nothing?
Right.
Come on.
I'll give you more than 20%. I'll give you more than 20%. I'll give you more than 20%. I'll give you more than 20. All right, exactly. I got you. Let me just take this insulin right quick. And
Not an insulin, sir.
Insulin, let me get right. Test this blood sugar and give me 15 minutes and we are headed to your
The
place.
pulled pork
me
did too
15
much
minutes,
on you, bro.
right.
Like, what the fuck?
Let me get these Sour Patch Kids, a little orange juice, and we are headed to your
And a
place.
Tic Tac.
Right. Yeah, ready to tic-tac. Ready to tic-tac.
Ready to
Get
go.
this Listerine, insulin, and these Sour Patch Kids. I'm gonna rock your world. But yeah, folk be feeling like they be getting really comfortable, man, sometimes. So you kind of have to like, I'm not there for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just here doing my job.
I'm here doing my job, baby. Like, or even just, people do a lot, man, so just as far as you having to kind of deal with some of that.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting dynamic that you have, when liquor gets involved. Like they say, you see it tell the truth, right? What I'm saying? You tell the truth, or you just kind of see the way that people act. It's interesting,
Yeah.
Speaking on that, what is the furthest boundary? Or maybe you already told your story, like the furthest boundary that someone crossed as a guest. Because you said this person kissed you on the mouth and you didn't ask for it.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, here's my thing. Like, that would be very inappropriate. It's very inappropriate for anybody. I'm a different type of.
Not just anybody. I mean, for some people.
Well, no. Here's what I'm saying. If I'm a woman and you do that, that's assault. You know what I'm saying? Technically, like
if you're anyone, it's assault.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what I meant by it is that there are a lot of instances where, regardless of gender, sometimes you will walk into a situation and find out that someone actually encourages or likes that attention.
Yeah.
And that's where that learned behavior comes in, where someone sees someone else do it at another bar or restaurant, or they got away with it at another bar or restaurant. And sometimes it's just that they've never been told no.
100%.
So and that's what I mean by it not being a gender specific thing as much, because we're speaking from our side.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if we had a woman on the panel right now, they could tell us way more stories than we could ever come up with about ways that they've been
only we had a woman
assaulted
on the
or
panel.
anything like that. So I just wanted to make sure that for anybody else out there, just because they see 4 men on the panel, not to just say like, oh, these women is grabbing us. I mean, they is.
It happens.
They are.
It happens from time to
And
time.
we need help.
It happens from time to time.
None of y'all are doing anything about it.
Right.
All right. So
Help.
I think
someone
that's
do
the-
something.
I think that's the biggest one, man. I haven't really had, and I've been doing it for a while. I haven't really had,
You've been getting assaulted for a while.
I've been doing it for a while.
Reach
I've
out.
been doing it for a while.
Tell someone.
Right? Is it when did Nuck If You Buck come
No,
out?
he's been reached out.
When did Nuck If You Buck come?
There's been enough reaching out.
Enough reaching.
Yeah, reach out to
He's
HR.
been reached around.
Jesus Christ.
Retch
Find
around.
help.
Help this man. Someone.
No, it's like, I mean, that's probably like the wild as far as like boundary. That's been wild.
I'm sorry.
It's been a while.
That's how unserious this is for men that we can just
Exactly.
joke about it like
Bro,
that.
Yeah.
you know my worst story. You know mine.
Yeah.
And every time I tell it, people just look at me like, huh? All right, cool. So what?
So can I get a tequila soda?
Yeah. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
literally how it happened.
I think I mean
yeah.
it's probably I think my nether regions have been grabbed at work before.
You think?
I
know.
Maybe I'd be working.
Not about yours.
I'd be working.
I know about
I'd be
mine.
working, baby.
I don't know about
I ain't got no time to worry
Yo,
about if you grabbing my nether
Hey, if
region.
my nether regions
be
are
working.
grabbed, I can
Right.
pause for that.
Right, I'd be
All
working.
right? I don't care how much I'm working.
I got 3 Moscow mules. I got to get it.
Process that.
Yeah, hey,
I thought you said you had a nut allergy. What's going on?
Exactly right. Right, exactly. What the hell? The hell? Since when? You got over it. You got over that quickly.
Oh, shit.
That's a good segue
yeah,
for.
yeah, we got one more
I
video
gotta-
to cover, man.
I do have something
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to ask. 2 things. One, I heard the worst butchering ever, worse than Resposado. You know the beer Stella.
Yes, I do.
How do you say the second part of that name?
Artois?
This gentleman ordered a Stella Ortiz.
I like that.
Ortiz.
Probably said it with a
Z
straight
in
face,
there?
too.
There's no.
He said, "Can I get a Stella Ortiz?" Like, I don't know her. Who the fuck is that?
Coolly leaning on the bar. Coolly leaning on the bar.
The thing is,
He
I
did
know-
it 3 times.
Hey,
That's what I'm saying.
hey,
He had to
brother.
order it confidently.
did it
Hey,
3
brother.
times.
For a fact. Yeah,
You
yeah,
have
yeah.
to when you talk
Like,
like
can I get that Stella Ortiz? Anyways,
Yeah,
like,
so
I'm
he's
saying
right.
was-
I'm not that much of an.
Bruh, hold on. Can we take a moment just to talk about the motherfuckers who order something confidently and go back to their conversation?
It's that's what they
1000%.
do.
And then he's
Like,
like, when we
wait a
need
minute.
clarity, now it's awkward because like I'm like, hey, I just
Excuse
do
me.
it. Bring it
Right.
back.
Oh, nah,
Bring
I
it
don't
back.
do that.
Fuck your
I tap a
conversation.
nigga on the shoulder. Hey, bud. I need that drink. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. I need you to give me that order again. I didn't
Bring it
catch
back.
it. Like,
Bring it
nah,
back.
Exactly how they
This
do.
is not, this is not the time for me to figure out your order.
Right.
It's time for you to tell me your
Exactly.
fucking order.
Like Rob said,
Make sure I know it before you turn around. Or you just get
right,
what
you
the
might
fuck
not get nothing. Right.
I give you a shot.
Yeah, let me get that peanut noir. So anyway, me and Tony went down to the pool house,
like,
right?
oh,
and it's like,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
hey,
whoa.
Time out.
hey, right?
Reel it back. Reel it
Exactly.
Yeah.
back. The second thing is that feeling of when the dream team at the bar or restaurant is broken up, when the championship team is now being traded, and you're either the last one there, or one of the last ones, and you just see everybody, and you just see like, damn, this was the squad, this was the team, and everybody's just going off into their own direction, one by one, two by two, whatever it is. Like,
You're like the last man standing.
you're the last man standing, or you are one of the first ones to go, whatever it is. Like, what are your thoughts on those? Not just thoughts, but like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you remember the place you worked at when that happened, when you're like, damn, this was the dream team? Every shift, no matter who was working, it was great, it was amazing. And then when one person left, it was just a domino effect.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it isn't really a question, but more just addressing it, like, damn, like, we've all been there where the dream team just falls apart or traded away, however you want to reference it. It's like, damn,
I think it's part of
that
our
was the-
industry.
like,
Yeah.
we all have that one restaurant
part of our
or bar
industry.
where you're like, that was the team, that was the fucking squad.
Everything like just worked seamlessly. It was perfect.
the
Yeah.
wellest, oiledest machine ever. It's just seamless.
Like we didn't even need to talk. Like
Nah.
like you saw me on this side, you saw me
Telepathically
on
just
production, you got the
boom.
wood, and then yeah.
What was okay? So I guess the question is, do you guys know your place? If
Lucky
you can
Strike
name it?
Phoenix.
Lucky Strike.
Lucky Strike Phoenix.
Lucky Strike thing.
That was the one. That was the one.
2016 to 2017.
Oh my God, this is very specific.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
He was there. He saw it. He saw
Yeah.
that team, man. He was there for a
Yeah.
couple months, but that team
was
by
fucking
far
phenomenal.
the best bar. I got spoiled, man.
That team
'cause,
was fucking phenomenal.
bro.
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this in bar terms, in service industry terms. There's gonna be gender mentioned in this, but when you're in this industry, the way that most of us have been, like, you understand the dynamics of it. When I tell you that on that bar team there were about 7 or 8 bartenders, and the top 2 bartenders were women, and trained everybody else there, and they were the ones who kept that bar running and taught me what I know, hands down, best bar.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking, they knew what they were doing. They had the looks, they had the personality, they had the attitude, they had the knowledge, they had everything. They could train you on anything. They could talk to you about anything. They could handle any shift, slow, fast, whatever, everything. That was by far the best, man. The best bar I've ever been in. And I've been chasing that. It's like crack. I've been chasing that dragon ever since. I've been fucking chasing it.
Ain't nothing like that
I'm
first
gonna say
high.
this, even though I know they don't really watch the show like that. I know they watch it a little bit, but like Hanaya and Kelly, like those two are those two right there. Those 2 women right there. Like, I wouldn't be the bartender I am if not for them. Absolutely,
That was a
not.
dope ass team.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't. I didn't have that experience.
I was going through those. Like,
I didn't have that experience.
I'm
trying to think.
That sounds like a lie.
I'm like,
salute to them.
I mean, I didn't have that. Like, me and Darnell, you said, Darnell, where you in the cooler again smoking? You smoking again in the cooler.
Cool.
Damn it, Darnell.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't, I'd say probably in all honesty, probably currently where I'm at, maybe that situation, Nando, we're union based, we're unionized. So I'm pretty, I'm working with the same people. And, I have people that I've worked with.
Union.
Yeah. I have people that I've worked with
now.
who have been there for, 15, 20 years, doing this. So it's a little bit of a different, there's a standard that they kind of have. But for me, honestly, as far as bartending, I was serving. And I was at a restaurant, and we kind of had some people leave. They were doing some other things. I was working at a Premier Steakhouse, and I remember I was about to quit. I was about to quit. I was done with serving. I was over it, and I was on my high horse, and I was like, "Nigga, you have bills." So before you walk out and punch the door open and toss over the bread basket, you might want to just go sit down and think about it.
Right now.
So I was like, I was like, you know what?
That's where I'm at right now.
I said, you know what? Maybe I should just try something new in the restaurant. Right. And so I remember.
Let me code switch real quick.
Before I, fuck you. I'm shit.
No, he said, let me job code.
Right. Let me job code switch. Switch that shit. Right. Exactly. Motherfucker, look at you. You didn't do that, JeLloyd. You didn't used to do that. I'm like, bruh. So I had
now you was my nigga. Now you use a jigger.
Right now you use.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
What's going on? Who are you?
You changed.
Who are you?
We call you Jigger JeLloyd.
What's much?
The ER.
What's my nigga? Now you using now all you do is use
all
a jigger.
you use is a jigger every
All you
time.
do.
You was free poor JeLloyd every day. Everything was about freedom.
Yo, tripping. Straight up. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like it.
Before I fuck up,
A lot of people didn't like it.
I barely got through that last couple jokes. I'm sorry to whoever I have to apologize to. But I did mean everything I said.
Luckily,
I feel you.
it's okay though. Peace was the one that said all those things.
Yeah, no, it's P. No, it's
You
P.
heard what he
We have
said
that.
off
Yeah.
camera.
That's great.
Zoom in on him in the edits when he was looking at
absolutely.
me.
Yeah.
You're right. It was me. But no, I haven't really had what I would say is like an experience like you had.
You didn't have a dream team, nothing like that. What was it? The 92 or 94 Olympic?
The 92.
basketball team?
92.
You didn't have that?
I didn't know. I didn't have no Larry. I didn't have no.
You had
I didn't
a
have
team
no
team, not a
Chris
dream
Mullen.
team?
Right, exactly. I had the Redeem team anymore. I had the redeem team. Look, I'm tired of coming behind you. Listen.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Title, my nigga. Title.
I'm like,
Redeem
look.
team. I'm using that.
The
That's
Casamigos is underneath the cabinet. I'm tired of this shit. I trained you.
the redeem team.
The redeem
I love
team,
that.
baby.
God.
Yeah.
That's got layers for this show, bro.
Yeah.
That ass. That's
You
got
know.
layers for this show.
I don't necessarily have that,
Yeah.
but I do have. I have like basically all I need is like people to know their job and to do it, and to like have the wherewithal to observe what's going on at the bar at most times and be able to position yourself and punch in. And there's currently at Redacted there is a assortment of bartenders that I can expect that from, and it works perfectly and seamlessly. Shout out to Dane, shout out to Hobby. Like when it's just the three of
Your
us.
name wasn't mentioned. You didn't make the cut.
Yeah. Sorry. But like because that's the other thing, is because so many people get stacked onto our bar team that it'll be like 5 or 6 of us and we're still struggling somehow. And I'm just like, bro, we're not only we not making money, but now we're splitting it like 6.5 ways
That's
and stuff.
communication, man.
Yeah. But it's like literally if you put the 3 of us on in like the middle of like a dinner rush or a lunch rush, we literally don't need to say anything. Like literally, we'll be here, we'll be there, we'll have tables.
Oh, you got your big 3.
Yeah, that's our big.
three.
That's our big
Okay.
3. Yeah, fuck the big 3. It's just big me. No, but like, we have the 3 of us, and like we'll all be working the wood. But at the same time, when tickets start coming up, somebody will kind of like go over there and start doing production. Cool. Let me just check in over here with these people here, and then I'll go to the tables. You check in with that table. Like literally, it's so seamless, and everyone is just always kind of observant of everything going on at the bar, that it works perfectly. And yeah, that's
awesome.
That's my like dream team of sorts. It's not on the level of what Fernando was talking about with like, you know, like the training, like setting up the bar necessarily, but I feel like the 3 of us can hold that bar down very succinctly and effectively and efficiently. And yeah, that's probably currently what I like.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call
I
it.
like that. That's a blessing.
Yeah, I just like
That's good. I mean, as long
Yeah.
as you have at least a couple people that you know it works seamlessly, or
Yeah.
it's good like that. May not be an entire squad, but you got a big 3.
I got
That's
big 3 because like that's my thing is like I just don't want to
Yeah.
have to keep on telling you like, yo, can you go like
Yeah.
I'm on production and I'm
Yeah.
telling you to refill water for somebody in the other corner because I just like saw it and like I just see you just pacing and I'm just like, yo, can you do me a favor? Can you go refill water for that guest over there? And like I'm on production. Why am I the person noticing that type of shit? But with them, I know everything's kind of getting done, which is like all I feel like I can ask for. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. I had something else to say. I can't fucking remember.
Well, nah. I mean, if you ain't got nothing, I got something.
Oh shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
no, go ahead.
Management. If you got something to say, say it to me. Fuck talking to the subordinate management to say it to me. Sorry, and this happened like literally
No,
today.
go ahead, go
We
on.
had our regional manager, lovely young lady. She's sitting at a high top near the bar, and she just set up her laptop just so that she could observe the bar in the morning. We just opened up. It's 11 o'clock. Not that many guests are there. We're doing our thing. Drinks start coming up. I make the drinks. I put them up. And we're continuing to talk to a few of the guests that are at the bar. She's sitting there doing her thing. After a few minutes, she closes her laptop and moves on. Then my bar manager comes to us and is like, hey.
Oh, you got an audit?
Yeah, an unknown audit, apparently.
Oh, fuck that. I heard about the manager sitting on the goddamn laptop. Hold on. So, are you done?
No, I'm not done. No,
Okay.
there's
All
more
right,
to the
I'll wait.
story.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she closes the laptop and then she moves on. And then the bar manager, who everyone knows because she's been on the podcast.
What?
But yeah. But then she comes up and she's like, hey, so regional manager was here auditing. And what she noticed is that you guys put up the drinks, but the wood isn't that busy right now. So you guys should have or could have ran the drinks for the servers. I said, there's 5 servers on right now. None of them have more than 2 or 3 tables. I'm doing other things, continuing to set up the bar. Mind you, we just opened, so I'm continuing to set up the bar. It doesn't make sense. And as I started to feel myself start to get activated, I was like, you know what? this isn't for you. This is for her because she's just sent you as a messenger. I just don't like when people send messengers to tell me something. If you have a problem with something we're doing, just you could tell me.
Yeah.
Mind you, literally 20 minutes earlier, regional manager was walking around, kikiing and like joking with us. Could have said something earlier. Yeah. Well, no, she likes to be cool and seem like the cool manager with us.
Sounds more like they weren't kikiing, they were keeming.
Oh,
and let me be.
I'm not done.
Oh, okay. Go
I'm
ahead.
not done.
No,
I'm not done. That was step one. That was part one. I got you. So then some time passes, and then good. You good. Yeah. And then basically, some more time passes. More drinks are starting to come in. I'm putting them up on the well to be taken. She comes up now, the regional manager, to take drinks. And I'm like, well, look at that. You can actually run drinks your goddamn self when you see them up here. That's great. Cool. And then the bar manager is also coming up and she's running drinks too because we're starting to get busy. So time is going on and people are helping to run stuff. And so I see the regional manager whisper something to the bar manager as she's loading up a tray and then walks away. Then the regional manager, then the bar manager tells me, hey, she noticed that there was a serrano seed in this like Diet Coke. Can you just like get that out? And I was just like, yeah, I can. But the bitch was here like 2 seconds ago. She could have just said that to me as well. And now this is like the second iteration of her just passing messages down through you. And now I'm not mad at the whatever she's telling me to do. Like I can do all of these things, but it just feels like
I'm mad.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
mad. I'm mad.
No, I know.
I'm mad.
We're gonna tag in together.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I can deal with it. I can deal with my anger about that, but it's more so just the direction of like you got to talk to me through someone else when you're right here. And just tell me, but you only want to talk to me when we just want to be cool and just kind of like, hey, how's it going, Rob? And da-da-da-da-da. And like, that's that code switching that we were talking about earlier, where it's like, you want to be kind of cool with me. But like, if you got something to reprimand me on, just reprimand me.
That's someone being a fake ass motherfucker.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't faff me, bro.
Yeah. Don't
faff me.
Faff me.
Don't be a fake ass motherfucker. Don't faff me.
Yes.
If you're going to come to me, you're going to try to be a manager, you're going to try to talk to me, you want me to give you this customer service and all this other shit.
For sure.
And you got to be there to support me. You got to take care of me. You got to take care of the team.
Be a human being is my thing. Right. If you're a human and you see some things that are going wrong with what we're doing, cool, come and talk to me and then we can kind of hash it out. Yeah. And I'll probably very chill, just like fix the situation. But now that you're kind of doing this overlord thing where like you can't actually just talk directly to me, now I'm pissed off. And now maybe we do need to have a sit down, but I also know my personal, it doesn't work well when I do sit down.
Are you a manager or are you a walkie-talkie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you an email service?
Tap in.
What are you?
Yeah.
Tap in.
Yo, if you need to talk to me, come to talk to me.
Very simple.
Do not send anybody else to talk to me.
Very simple.
Because I'm going to tell them the same thing. I'm going to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
The problem is you're going to think that they said something to you that I didn't say. But I fucking said it. I promise you that. If I feel like you are not doing your fucking job as a manager, I will let you know. I don't fucking care.
You're right.
Certified. Check the resume. I will do that shit. All right?
Turn up.
I will tell a fucking manager, you fucking suck. I don't fucking care.
I've heard.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Get somebody else? You're gonna do that anyway, right? Yeah. I'll find another job. That's fine.
It's cool.
You make sure to let me know I'm replaceable. So are you, bitch. I could have had your job. I probably turned your job down. You're only here because I said no. You're the stepdaddy. Respect Papa over here, man. This is my house. Do not fucking come in here acting as though you... And I'm speaking for myself, not for anyone else.
It's very specific.
No, because I'm gonna bleed into what was said earlier.
Right.
Do not come in as a regional anything and tell me how to do a local job. You're regional. Be regional. Deal with regional shit. Yeah. Deal with emails. Do the numbers. Do all that. Don't come into my fucking bar. Don't come into my house and tell me that I'm not housekeeping the right way because you haven't been here every fucking day. So when you work next to me at least for a week. Then you can tell me how to do my job. But you also don't get to tell someone else how to tell me how to do my job, because you don't even know how to tell them how to do their job to tell me how to do my job. All this third hand, fourth hand bullshit needs to fucking go. That's not what this industry is about. This industry is about serving people, taking care of people, providing an experience, which is one of their buzzwords. Sure. They love experiences and they love elevating them, but they don't want to be a part of the fucking elevation. They want you to elevate the experience while they're sitting in the fucking penthouse, getting all of the fucking money while you're the one making it. Fuck you. If you're not going to be here helping us make the fucking money, don't tell me how to make it. Period.
Yes, I love it.
Period. You don't know how to do the job? Act like you don't know how to do the job.
These were
don't
personal.
Fucking come up to me telling me I'm regional. I've been here for a week and I've been to 25 fucking locations. 24 of them ain't run right. I can guarantee you that, because you're here telling me this micromanaging bullshit and you're an email specialist.
Yeah.
That's what you do. You send emails. Go send a fucking email.
Or get on a Zoom.
Bro, do that.
Or get on
the
a
fuck
Zoom.
out of my restaurant. And have a drink, have your food, leave a couple notes, maybe leave a review. Don't whisper shit. Don't talk to nobody else about my job. Don't talk to any of my coworkers about their fucking job until you've done it. Period. And we need to really start thinking about a way to enforce that shit. The same way that these dock workers are doing it, same way that Boeing is fucking doing it. We're not unionized, right? And they would hate to see us unionized.
Yeah.
They would hate to see that shit.
Oh yeah.
So get your shit together or we'll fucking figure it out. I ain't answering no more emails.
Yeah.
I'm not answering anymore.
Not a lot. You don't have to. You're not allowed
No
to.
more whispers. Come talk to me directly
When they
or shut the
clock
fuck up.
What about a 7 shifts message? Answer that. I'm sorry, was that a trigger? That was a trigger. Huh? A little bit. That's like literally a vein.
I know.
A vein pop right there. A vein pop right there.
I literally saw your nostrils.
Pause your entire thought process. Your entire thought process just ceased right there. 7 shifts.
So funny.
In the city of Los Angeles, managers micromanaging.
Someone get this
Their
man a towel.
crimes
He is
considering especially
He is
heinous.
sweaty.
Bro, that shit got me hot. As soon as you mention that nigga. Oh, God.
The workers that
Stop
service
lying on
these
your
restaurants.
resumes. If you're not a manager,
These.
stop acting like you're a fucking manager.
These are their stories.
That part.
Running these buildings into the fucking ground.
That part.
Oh God. Yeah.
Damn.
It's very just very simple. My thing is just talk to me if you have an issue with something I'm doing.
Hold on. I just gotta. Everything you just went on. Just
A little bit.
We still got to close out.
yeah. No, we gotta close out. We gotta close out
One
now.
more
That's
JeLloyd.
too- Yeah.
What was? Thank you again for coming on.
Yes, sir.
It's always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Love it.
Yeah.
Glad we can actually have you on the right way.
Yeah.
Everything goes smoothly.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
sure.
it wasn't. I'm just fucking with you.
I almost literally, dog. I literally
I'm about to
almost
fucking Spartan kick you in the fucking face, my boy.
like
God
literally it
damn.
almost came straight from like the what is it?
Yeah, Rob got another side.
There was about to be a hate crime in this.
Rob be calm until I saw that shoulder twitch.
It's like, what do you
I saw that
mean,
shoulder,
bro. Dog.
Just kidding. Trying to make everybody laugh after all that. JeLloyd, thank you.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
JeLloyd. We
man.
appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Coming
Appreciate y'all, man.
You said you had one more video you wanted to play when we were in the elevator. You had said like there was something new you wanted to do. And while you looked for that, you also said you had your show on the 28th.
7?
That's in San Diego. That's
Doesn't matter.
October
Still gotta plug it.
23rd.
23rd.
I think it is.
October 23rd.
I think that's like October 23rd.
Well, look that up after this. We'll make sure we confirm it before we close everything out.
We'll do.
You have anything else local going on, like in LA? Any other place that people can see your content other than your IG?
I mean, check
your
me out.
TikTok?
Check me out on TikTok and IG. Everything's at I know you guys have always put it up there at JeLloyd
absolutely.
JMJ.
Yeah.
So everything there at YouTube, getting these subscribers up and, doing all those things. I got a few things kind of coming up. You had came out and supported. I was doing the comedy show in the Arts District.
I love that one, but y'all started moving them the days I had to work.
Yup.
I was like,
And so I'm kind of like, we'll see as I kind of continue with that. But like I was kind of telling you, as far as just a few things that I'm kind of working on before the end of the year, as far as, maybe trying to get like a special, tape and do some different things. I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue to do I was doing the show, I think, monthly.
Yeah,
I was doing a monthly show. So there's just kind of some things that I want to kind of knock out before the end of the year. And I didn't want the only thing that I was doing to just kind of like be the show.
Right.
So I want to continue to get booked for the bigger shows and be at the Comedy Store and Chocolate Sundays and all these other kind of different things.
So there, man.
We man.
Love pulling up over there. Like,
Straight up.
We go to the Comedy Store quite a bit. We haven't as much lately because of our schedule. I go to the Comedy Store quite a bit. And we go to the Laugh Factory. Sorry.
Yeah.
But we haven't been able to go the last couple of weeks, but we love pulling up to all of those. So next time you're there, man, please let us know.
No, I absolutely will. It's always been a like I said, I was so happy when I saw you just sitting and Nando just I just saw him in the crowd. Like he was just
honestly, you keep doing that. I'll tell the story for you. I got you. This is actually a little bit of a callback on one of the stories when we had him on the first time. Yeah. But while he's looking that up, we'll talk about the last show I went to of his. And I was there. It was like a Tuesday or Wednesday night or something like that. And I was just chilling. I had night off, went by myself and everything. And one of the only tables that was available was like towards the front. But for me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'll sit wherever. So I'm just chilling. And I just remember that before I went out for that show, I hadn't done laundry.
You came to my show with dirty drawers.
No.
Damn.
No, remember.
Goddamn. This motherfucker had basketball shorts. This motherfucker had basketball shorts on underneath his jeans. You son of a bitch.
No.
This motherfucker over here,
that is a throwback.
God damn it, Nando. God damn it.
Gotta be ready for a game.
Right, exactly. Right.
Shit. I can wear whatever shoes.
You niggas trying to run threes?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yo.
The shoes can stay, but the shorts, I gotta make sure I'm ready.
God damn.
But I hadn't done laundry, and like I looked at my wardrobe, and I was like, none of my shit looked good. But it was time to go. So I just threw some shit together. And I remember I sat down. I was like, ain't nobody going to be paying attention to me. So whatever. I was just chilling. And I think like the shirt I had on like might have been a flannel or some shit like that. Chilling by myself. And I swear, that one comedian came on, one lesbian comedian, and she's telling her jokes, and I kept seeing like her eye kept like going towards me the whole time. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna fucking get me.
Light you up.
And then next thing you know, she was like, all these men be talking shit about me, but I pull more bitches than all of y'all. Like, he looks like more of a lesbian than me. And pointed at me.
Oh my God.
I was just sitting at the table by myself, bro. I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm the lesbian for the night. That's cool. Like, hey, I knew what I looked like when I came outside. But, bro, as soon as that show was over, I paid my tab. I was out the door.
Oh, you was like, I can't get roasted.
I was the first lesbian out the door that night. Yeah.
Too
first
funny.
One out the door. Yeah. But that's, you got to be able to laugh at yourself. It was a good time, man.
Especially you coming to the comedy show and you're sitting toward the front, like you got to know.
I already know my target.
Yeah.
I know what I look like. That's fine.
While they're figuring out what's on the whiteboard today.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
So this was something that was said to me a couple weeks ago, and it was said with a serious face. What brown liquors do you have? And
just the one south of the border. Nothing?
If you don't fucking ding this man. Sir, ding the man. Anyone next to the bell, can someone? Thank you. Scrappy's been fired for that. Shit.
Scrappy was on it.
He's on probation.
Scrappy went on strike.
He was on it.
He's like, I'm not getting paid. He's like, I'm not getting paid enough for this. I'm out. Everyone's on strike now. Wait, what were we saying?
You said brown liquors, and I said south of the border.
Thing. But I literally turned around and I was like, 80% of our liquor is brown. I don't know what you mean. And she just looked at me like, well, what brown do you have? Brown what?
Oh,
whiskey.
I got
Tequila is also
Cognac.
brown. Cognac, brandy. Like, what do you mean? Rum. What do you mean brown? Well, I don't know. You're the bartender. And I just kind of look at him like, exactly. That's why I'm asking you these questions.
I'm just asking a clarifying question right now.
And then she goes, well, what is Hennessy? And I was like, cognac. I don't have it, but I have other cognacs. And then I listed the cognacs, and they were like, do you have Remy? And I'm like,
Did you hear Remy?
was it on the list? No, there was no Remy.
menu?
I got no Remy.
Secret menu.
You started off by asking what brown do I have.
Yeah.
I'm saying UPS. Not what brown can do for you. I need you to have your order ready by the time you get to me, my guy. You know what
you
I'm
get
saying?
2, maybe 3 clarifying questions.
Yup.
Beyond that,
Right.
I'm gonna need to. Give
I had
you a
already
minute.
checked all the boxes on the filter.
Yeah.
There are no more boxes to check. Where are your search results? How do you not know what the fuck you want, man? But yeah, that was what I had on the whiteboard, was just someone who didn't like know how to order their fucking spirit. And I'm trying to walk them through it, trying to educate them as much as possible, and not trying to be condescending.
Yeah, you don't want to be
anything like that.
condescending, but it's also
But
just
they're
like,
looking at me like
you're dumb.
I'm still being an asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm
It's
asking
still
you
crazy
questions
to
I want to know.
crazy to ask. What kind of brown do you have? That's a wild way.
No, it ain't. Was this a black person? Okay, cool. No,
It was. Of course
it ain't wild at all.
Of course
It ain't
what
wild
are
at
you
all.
talking about?
What kind of
Yes.
brown you got? I'm used to.
I just need brown.
I
I've never heard.
knew exactly what was
next to
going
me.
on.
I've never heard any
personally
other.
feel like,
Not wild at all.
and please correct me on this, please. And I mean that to all of y'all. But I feel like black people, we're the only ones who order liquor
By color.
By color.
Yeah.
Like, the
This
fuck?
ain't the little huggies. This ain't fruit juice. It's a liquor. Like I
What
need
kind
you
of white
to,
y'all got? What? Sir, excuse me?
Whites.
Sir, excuse me?
Sir, we don't say that.
What?
here.
No, sir.
No.
It is 2024,
Right,
the year of our Lord. What are you talking about? Are you
The
talking
whites
about
don't let
wine?
it go
Are you
like
talking
that.
about
Let me get 2 whites, 2 browns. Like, what?
God?
Sound like a slave auction over here.
Fuck
Shit is crazy.
You know what? Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah. You put it together. Put the pieces together, Pete.
Say it. With the heart and heart. Go ahead.
Say it.
I've never had a white person or Latino say what kind of dark liquor you got, what kind of
Brown.
brown.
No.
None of that.
Nah.
No.
Y'all don't do it. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's by color.
But it's
hue.
but it's by color because it's by name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we order based off, well, half of me orders based off of like, what have we heard? Like, do you have yeah, well, so many people out there don't believe I'm black. But you get the people who are like, do you got DJ? Do you got this? You got that? They go by name.
Yeah.
And then they go by color, or vice versa.
Yeah.
So you'll have people who would be like, oh, well, what kind of tequila you got?
Right.
And you'd be like, oh, I got this and this. You got Tito's? Just because they're both clear doesn't mean Tito's is a tequila. It starts with a T, but it's definitely vodka.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, brown cognac is not the same as whiskey. What kind of brown you got? Like, you got
Brown
Jameson
what? Yeah.
or Hennessy?
Yeah.
I mean, how fucked up?
What are you looking
Who are
for?
you?
Yeah, like what are you looking for? Let's
What are
start
you
with
going through?
God, yeah. Wait, can I
Yeah,
tell my,
that was a whiteboard, man.
can I tell my quick Remy story?
Yeah, you had a Remy story.
Oh my God.
That's why I said Remy.
Thank you. I know, but like I know we short on time, but like God damn it, this shit happened because someone came up to me and they were just like, "Yo, well, she was sitting down there for a minute and she said, I want espresso martini, but she wanted it with cognac." And I was like, "All right, well, which one? What do you want?" She was like, "With Remy." I said, "Now, hey, I just want to let you know the only Remy we have right now is XO." Now, I don't drink a lot of cognac. I know it's a surprise to you, P, but I don't drink a lot of cognac, and so I don't drink a lot of cognac.
Okay. You'll ding that shit. But my brown joke.
On point. On point.
He paid attention to that.
Yeah, that one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, "What the fuck?"
Why you say fuck me for?
I don't know cognac quite
I know
that
that's a
well,
surprise to you.
but I learned through being a bartender that BS, BSOP, and XO are like the gradients of cognac. I didn't really know that before. But what happened was at Redacted for a while, we had the XO at $26. They realized at some point that it actually should be $59. They changed that shit literally overnight. Wow. And so it was a surprise to me when I would ring it into people. And so now
I was about to say that was a great price. That XO at 26
because we didn't know. Or like the higher ups didn't know that it was the higher grade or whatever. So when they changed it to 59, I thought the computer was fucking up because I didn't know, again, like cognac like that. And so now I get into a habit of like, hey, we only have XO. Just to let you know, it's going to be like a little bit on the higher end. If all you want is cognac, I might suggest going with Hennessy, unless you just want that experience of like a higher grade cognac, whatever. And so with this lady, she was like, yo, I want a cognac espresso martini with Remy. I was like, hey, that's going to be with XO. I just want to let you know it's going to be a little bit on the higher end. She scoffs at me and gives me the whole like, I know what XO means. I'm like, all right, bitch, I'm going to make it. Cool. All right. And so I make the espresso martini, whatever. It turns out a $65 espresso martini.
As it should be.
As it should be, because that's what you ordered. And then after all that scoffing, making me sound like I'm dumb for letting her know what the price is, she tips $3.65.
I bet.
And I just was like, charge to the game.
Right.
You gave me all this, like, oh, I'm big and I'm bad and I can afford it and all that. And then you like just
broke.
Yeah.
Broke.
Yeah. Broke.
No, and I saw her when she got the iPad and she was looking at it.
Sticker shock.
Of course she did. And I tried to tell her that ahead of time, but I mean, I guess it was.
But she scoffed.
Well, I think it was because
she got lost in the scoff.
Boo.
Yeah.
But all right, fine.
He was on it.
That was a reparations ding. That was a reparations ding. I don't think that was a well-earned ding.
Right.
That was a reparations ding. But we'll let that one slide.
Right.
That was his 40 acres and a mule ding.
Right, exactly. Right. Maybe my grandparents did, but I didn't have nothing to do with it. I didn't have nothing to do with this. That's you. That's all you.
Yeah.
Guys, we got to do this video. Kind of wrap this.
My bad. Yeah, but all that to say, yeah, I think she was just trying to like didn't want to look like poor in front of her friends, so she like was like, yeah, cool, I can do that. And then when she got the actual sticker, like she was just like,
oh yeah, sticker shock.
And
I ain't got it.
Just like you said. I ain't got it like that.
I guess I ain't got it like that.
You ain't got it like that.
Oops.
Shit.
Right. I tried to tell right.
I tried to tell you. Not even
something
10%.
else, right?
You could have done Henny. Anywho,
she was offended.
The video. Let's
so I'm gonna say something real quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this was y'all at like I said when we first came in and we were talking about code switching.
Yeah.
So and y'all played one of the videos that I'd had. It made me think of this one as well that I'd done that kind of fits into the same category.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
that's
right,
what the vibe
go
is.
ahead and excuse me. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, juice, nigga. Yeah, you know what time it is. And you know that shit I was telling you about the other day, nigga? Yeah, fuck all that waiting, big dog. I need that shit to happen tonight, nigga. Niggas out here playing with our name, bruh. I need you to lay that boy down, nigga. I don't give a fuck if his dog in front of us. Shoot the dog too, nigga. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Hold on, nigga, I'm getting a call. Hello? The fuck is this? Oh, Rachel. For the customer service position. Hello, yes. This is JeLloyd. Yes, I apologize. No, I haven't met another one either. Indeed. Yes, I can be there at 10:30.
Y'all made me think when we were talking about the code switch right here.
Oh God.
Oh, fuck, I haven't met another one either.
Right.
Bruh, you diabolical for that. Fuck that. I ain't met another one either.
It's a first
Yo,
for me too.
my nigga, you can't say that on TV. I ain't met another one neither.
It's a first for
I
me.
am one of one.
I'm like,
that's right.
that it made me think about the code switch, and I was like, yeah, I got a few of these. I got a few of these.
God damn.
I got a few of these.
Why, yes, my name is quite exotic.
Not exotic.
They be tripping.
A rare breed.
JeLloyd be slipping it up. Yeah, people be like, what is like, where did that? What they be telling me?
What's the etymology?
Right. Are you French? Like, JeLloyd, no, I just black from the South. These are my parents' two middle names that they put together.
My mama had a stutter.
Right, exactly.
JeLloyd.
Right. My daddy did heroin from 75 to 79. What do you know? I don't know. I don't. This ain't. No, I'm not French. No, we're not. We're not.
I'm a
We're
product of Reaganomics.
Right. Exactly.
God damn.
I'm black. I'm from Louisiana.
So you're gonna get
That's what we do.
A mix of this, a mix
That's
of
what
that.
we do.
From the
Right.
South, we
Exactly.
double up our
Right.
letters.
Shit.
Take my middle name and your grandma's first name and put it together.
JeLloyd.
It's hard for me to.
JeLloyd, man, thank you. Thank you.
Man, thank you guys. man.
Appreciate it,
Thank you
man.
for being on.
Appreciate
Great
you
time.
so much.
Definitely thank you for being on. And thank you all out there for watching.
Yep.
And as always, cheers to
Cheers.
that.
Salute.
Salutations.
Salutations. Salutations.